Welcome inside Regency Furniture Stadium as your Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have returned home for a 4-game set against the Sugarland Skeeters this week. Sugarland comes to town after losing 8-0 at Lancaster yesterday. Southern Maryland returns home after a 3-game set, their first road series of the year. They traveled to Bridgeport, dropping 2 of 3 to the Bluefish, including last night's game 10-8. The Blue Crabs did win Saturday's game in that series, a 6-4 win, as the Blue Crabs were able to pick up the middle game, losing the series opener and the series finale. Blue Crabs have the series opener here against the Sugarland Skeeters, and Gabby Hernandez heads back out to the mound. Blue Crabs are 1-2 in series openers on the year. The only one they picked up an opening win in a series was the last time Hernandez took the mound. As he comes set, delivers a first pitch fastball outside, ball 1 to the leadoff man for Sugarland, Josh Prince. Hernandez's last outing came Wednesday against the York Revolution, as he pumps in a strike here to Prince. Against York, Hernandez threw game 1 of a Wednesday doubleheader. He threw 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. As he winds and delivers called strike over the inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Prince. Hernandez picked up the win in that 2-0 victory over York on Wednesday in game 1. That was his 100th professional win, his first of the season. As he winds and delivers a 1-2 fastball, swung on and missed by Prince, and Hernandez records the strikeout and adds to his title as the strikeout king of Southern Maryland. Gabby Hernandez, of course, holds the Blue Crab record for career strikeouts. That was his 454th strikeout as a member of Southern Maryland. Last season in 2016, he set the record for strikeouts in a season at 150. So that'll bring up the shortstop. Batting in the 2-hole for Sugarland, Lance Zawadzki, as he takes a first pitch changeup over the outside, called strike 1. Zawadzki went 0 for 2 in yesterday's game for the Skeeters, as he takes ball 1 there to even the count 1-1. Hernandez working quick, gets the sign, winds and delivers. Fastball swung on, rolled to second base, picked up by Muno, onto Hernandez at first, who was coming over to make the play and record the first out of the inning. Hernandez got off the mound quick there as first baseman Michael Snyder was also on the move. In case he could get to that, Hernandez had to cover first and made the play. That'll bring up the 3-hitter for Sugarland, the powerful right fielder Jeremy Barfield. The defense behind Hernandez looks similar, as it's the defense the Blue Crabs have run out for the majority of this season. Left to right across the outfield, Corey Vaughn, Gary Brown, and Zach Cohn. On the infield, Patrick Palmero, Edwin Garcia, Danny Muno, and the aforementioned Michael Snyder at first. As the check swing there from Barfield's a called strike anyway. Mike Blank back behind the plate, catching Hernandez, and once again, Blank was behind the plate for game 1 of the doubleheader when Hernandez threw the 6 shutout innings. As Hernandez misses 1 low there, that'll even the count 1-1. Barfield 0 for 3 in the Sugarland loss to Lancaster yesterday. As Hernandez winds and delivers a fastball, just misses outside. Barfield has hit safely in 5 of the last 6 games for Sugarland, batting .454 during that stretch. As he swings on that one, ripped over Patrick Palmero's head and down the line in left field all the way to the wall. Takes a friendly bounce off of the wall, and the strong arm of Corey Vaughn will hold Barfield at first with a long single. So Sugarland gets a man aboard with a 2-out single, And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Travis Scott. Scott played for Sugar Land last season, hitting .264, 16 home runs, and 67 RBIs. As he takes the first pitch ball there. He's been with Sugar Land since 2013, made his Atlantic League debut in 2012 with the York Revolution. Hernandez comes set and delivers. Fastball just misses inside to run the count to 2-0. Scott's in his 11th professional season. We mentioned 4 with Sugar Land, 1 with York. He was also drafted by the Seattle Mariners. As he shoots one at the second baseman, Danny Muno, who makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. As Gabby Hernandez works out of the first, Blue Crabs come to bat. When we return, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Mike Snyder, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Hebner, pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join me at select Saturday home games throughout the season as the Blue Crabs light up the night sky with post-game Saturday night firework extravaganzas. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Blue Crabs fans, the Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10th anniversary season in 2017, and they can't do it without you. Join the team all season long for special giveaways and ongoing 10-year tributes with group tickets starting at just $10. Regency Furniture Stadium's spacious and modern amenities include 16 luxury suites, an all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion with a great view overlooking left field, and the Legends Club, which can host your event of up to 160 people for a game or anytime. Call today at 301-638-9788 to speak with a sales executive or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Joe Gannon on being voted by fans as the starting pitcher for the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Gannon made his professional debut in 2002 before signing with Southern Maryland in 2008, where he went 12-6 with a 3.17 ERA in his debut season with the team. During this campaign, he was named Atlantic League All-Star and Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year. Gannon appeared in 100 career games for the Blue Crabs, collecting 26 wins, including his 12-win season in 2008.
Hey, this is Justin DeFreitas, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the first and game 1 of a 4-game set with the Sugar Land Skeeters. Southern Maryland coming to bat for the first time, led by the familiar face center fielder Gary Brown, batting leadoff for the 10th time this season. 11th time, I should say. He's batted leadoff in the first 10 games as he takes a first pitch strike from the big righty, former Blue Crab, Jake Hale, on the mound for Sugar Land. Hale out of the windup, sets and delivers, swung on by Brown, into the hole, fielded by the shortstop Zawatsky, on to first, but not going to be in time as it pulled the first baseman Nelson off the base. But Brown might have beat that one out anyway, as it's ruled a single for Gary Brown's first hit of the day. That'll bring up the second baseman, Danny Muno. Muno was 0 for 2 with a run scored, and the Blue Crabs lost last night. So the speedy Brown aboard with a leadoff single. He already has 6 stolen bases on the year as Hale gets him here. And we're in a rundown. Back to Hale at first. Pump fakes, misses Brown on the tag, throws back to first. Brown staying alive in the rundown before finally getting tagged out, as he was finally caught by the shortstop Zawatsky on the rotation. And that's the first out in the inning as Jake Hale picks off Gary Brown. We mentioned Hale, a former Blue Crab. He joined Sugar Land for the first time last season. So no balls, no strikes, 1 out to Muno now. As the big righty comes set, delivers a called strike over the outside corner. Hale was drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 27th round of the 2009 MLB Amateur Draft out of The Ohio State University. As he delivers a fastball inside, swung on by Muno, grounded to first, picked up by Nelson, who touches the base for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Zach Wilson. Wilson 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs yesterday. Hale spent 2 seasons in the Diamondbacks organization, the team that drafted him, before spending 2 in the Canadian American Association with the Brocktown Rocks and the New Jersey Jackals. As he delivers a first pitch called strike to Wilson. He joined the Atlantic League in 2013 with Camden, and started 2014 there as well, before joining Southern Maryland for the end of that year. He posted an 11-5 record in his 2 seasons with the Blue Crabs, as he was a member of that 2015 Freedom Division Championship team. He retired at the end of the 2015 season. As he comes set, delivers a curveball, check swung, called strike by the home plate umpire Jim Clayton, who says he went around. Hale unretired about halfway through a little earlier last season and came back to throw for Sugarland. As he delivers a called strike 3 over the outside corner to Wilson and sets the Blue Crabs down in order. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base for Jake Hale. Hernandez heads back to the mound when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Epley, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey fans, be sure to join us every Thursday home game for Foster's Grill Wings and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game, as well as 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer. The event takes place every Thursday home game throughout the season from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in our Legends Club. For more information on this or any other exciting offers throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. Hey fans, be sure to come out to the ballpark Tuesday, May 2nd to enjoy Golf Night presented by Swan Point Yacht and Country Club. Prior to the Blue Crabs taking on the Sugarland Skeeters, the team will be hosting local PGA professionals for free golf lessons, an inflatable driving challenge for kids, and an on-field closest to the pin challenge, with the winner receiving a Swan Point prize package. For more information, please visit our website at www.somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
For any sign, banner, or custom graphics needs, be sure to check out Fast Signs of Waldorf. Fast Signs works with you to create a targeted message that brings interest to your product, and their expert graphic design artists bring your ideas to life for you. For more information on their products and services, visit their website at fastsigns.com/2017 or stop by their Waldorf location located at 11750 Business Park Drive, Suite 105, open Monday through Friday. Fast Signs, the official sign partner of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey, this is Gary Brown, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the second, Gabby Hernandez back on the mound. Delivers a first pitch ball inside to the left fielder for Sugarland, Joe Benson. Benson was 0 for 4 yesterday for Sugarland as he swings at the second pitch, popped up towards the back. Blank gives a look but runs out of room as that one lands just a couple of rows in front of me here in the press box. Count runs to 1-1. Benson was drafted by the Minnesota Twins in the second round of the 2006 MLB Draft. He spent 7+ seasons in the Twins organization, reaching the major leagues in 2011. as Hernandez misses with the curveball outside there. And that'll run the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, with the Minnesota Twins, Benson hit .239, recorded 17 hits in his 21 games, as Hernandez wildly misses a fastball outside here to run the count to 3-1. Benson joined Sugarland for the end of the 2015 season, playing in just 6 games for the Skeeters that year. As Hernandez winds and delivers the 3-1 fastball called strike. So full count here as Hernandez gets Benson to roll one down the third base line, foul. Palmeiro made a good play, got it on to first, but called foul by both home plate umpire and third base umpire. So Benson will face the payoff pitch one more time. We mentioned he played 6 games at the end of that 2015 season for Sugarland. He missed all of the 2016 season. In 2015, he spent most of his time between AAA Gwinnett Braves and the Mets AA organization. So he hit .248 with 4 home runs, 33 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases that year. He flies one out to center. Brown, drifting back, makes the catch a couple of feet short of the track, as he had to twist and turn there with the heavy wind blowing from right field to left field across the diamond today. Got Brown a little twisted, but was able to make the easy catch for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up the first baseman, Chris Nelson. Nelson, 5'11", 205, out of Atlanta, Georgia. As wind and deliver there from Hernandez, a called strike over the inside. Nelson was drafted by the Colorado Rockies in the first round of the 2004 MLB draft. He was the 9th overall selection that season. As Hernandez snaps off a curveball, called strike over the outside to run the count to 0-2. Nelson struggling in the last 6 games for Sugarland. He's 3 for 23 with a 130 average. As he checks his swing here, didn't go around. So that'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hernandez winds and delivers the 1-2. Swung on, popped up, out of play. Count will remain 1-2. Nelson's hitting just 167 on the year thus far. Hernandez from ahead in the count throws a curveball here, swung on, hit over Vaughn's head, I should say, off of the wall. But Vaughn once again makes a good play off of the mini monster and gets the ball in quick. Another long single. As Sugarland now has 2 hits, both of them long shots that have hit off of the mini monster and been able to hold the runner at first on a single. So that 1-out single from Nelson's going to bring up Anthony Giansanti. Giansanti was 1 for 4 in yesterday's loss. So he's hit safely in 5 of the last 6 games for Sugarland. Hernandez comes set as Giansanti squares around a bunt and fouls it straight back. So that'll be the first strike in the at-bat. He's hitting .237 on the year, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and a stolen base thus far in the first 10 games for Sugarland. He spent 2016 with the Bridgeport Bluefish, hitting .247, 6 home runs, 35 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases in 31 games. Hernandez working out of the stretch, comes set, gives a look at first, kicks and delivers, swung on and missed outside, as that one was low and away in the dirt, but got Giansanti swinging anyway. Giansanti listed as an outfielder, starting at third base today for the Skeeters, as his corner infield partner, first baseman Chris Nelson, is on first with one out. Hernandez steps off the back of the mound, tosses one over to first. Nelson back in easily. As that one swung on and fouled back off of Blank and the home plate umpire, and the count will remain where it is at no balls, 2 strikes to the number 7 hitter for Sugarland. Blue Crabs enter the game today just half a game out of the division lead as they trail the York Revolution by just half a game. It's a tight Freedom Division race right now, as Southern Maryland's tied with Lancaster half a game back. And Sugarland trails both of those teams by just 1 game, 1.5 back of York, as Hernandez misses low there to run the count to 1-2. So York's 5-4, Southern Maryland and Lancaster both 5-5, and Sugarland 4-6 on the year. York is in action in Long Island as they put up at home against Long Island, I should say, as they put up a run in the bottom of the first. And that curveball by Hernandez misses away. All Atlantic League teams are in action today, as Bridgeport put up 5 in the top of the first against Lancaster. As Hernandez comes set, swung on deep in the hole. Garcia makes a great play, jumping throw onto first, not in time, as Giansanti will be credited with a single, but a great play by Garcia to keep it in the infield. Attempt to get an out, make him run it out. So men on first and second with 1 out, and that'll bring up the 8 hitter, center fielder Derek Miller. Miller did not play in yesterday's loss. This game is actually the first game around the Atlantic League that did not have a run scored in the first inning. We mentioned York in the bottom of the first put 1 up on Long Island. Bridgeport put 5 on Lancaster in the top of the first, as Miller swings and misses at the first pitch fastball there. Somerset has already put up 3 runs in the top of the first at New Britain as well. So Gabby Hernandez, men on first and second, delivers a fastball called strike over the inside corner. He's worked himself into a jam with back-to-back singles to the corner infielders Chris Nelson and Anthony Giansanti. He now has to face Derek Miller, but is ahead 0-2 as he reaches back on a fastball there, misses it low and away to bring the count to 1-2. Miller, a late addition to Sugarland. He's played just 3 games for the team so far. As a curveball there from Hernandez swung on into shallow right field. Danny Muno drifting back as the infield fly is in effect there. Muno camping under that one, gets the call for the second out of the inning. So that'll record the second out of the inning and bring up the 9 hitter today, designated hitter Derek Piles. Piles also did not appear in yesterday's game for Sugarland. Piles, a graduate of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach, Florida. He's hitting just 182 on the season thus far, as he fouls off the first pitch fastball there towards the Blue Crabs dugout. So 2 on, 2 outs as Gabby Hernandez looks to work around back-to-back 1-out singles and get out of this inning unscathed. He comes set in the stretch. A check swing fouled off. Back to blank. So Hernandez working ahead once again here. Is up on the 9-hitter. No balls and 2 strikes. Takes a long look in. Comes set. Delivers a fastball. Cold strike 3 over the outside corner. And Gabby Hernandez works around back-to-back singles, giving up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Southern Maryland comes back up to bat. When we return, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey everyone, this is Sam Runyon from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us at the park every Wednesday home game to enjoy Wednesday Pub Grub Night. Every Wednesday will feature $3 Coors Light cans, $5 draft beer, and $5 Pub Grub specials. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
At their location at 173 St. Patrick's Drive, Grill 13 makes it easy to enjoy their Irish fare and great drink specials every day. At Grill 13, they believe in good food, good drinks, good people, coupled with extraordinary customer service and cleanliness to make you feel part of the family. Whether lunch, dinner, or a round of drinks after the long workday, visiting Grill 13 is always a great experience. Feel free to come relax with family, friends, or even fly solo with a premium cocktail, our handmade pulled pork, fresh wings, bangers and mash, or any one of their tasty dishes. Then indulge in one of Grill 13's famous premium handmade Sugar Lips desserts. Call 301-645-2983 or visit grillwithane13.com.
The Blue Crabs would like to thank Domino's Pizza for their sponsorship for the 2017 season. Be sure to try Domino's new stuffed cheesy bread or their oven-baked sandwiches, featured on their 2 for $5.99 menu. To find a location near you or to place an order online, please visit www.domino's.com. Domino's Pizza, the official pizza sponsor of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey, this is Austin Fleet, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the tall righty Jake Hale takes the mound once again. The cleanup hitter Michael Snyder was leading off for the Blue Crabs as Hale out of the windup delivers a fastball low. Hale, 6'7", 200 pounds, out of San Diego, California. Enters his 8th professional baseball season as he snaps off a curveball there, swung on and missed by Snyder. We mentioned Hale finished the 2015 season, spent a lot of that 2015 season injured as he sat out most of the second half with a hand injury. Retired at the end of it and returned for Sugar Land towards the beginning of 2016 as he gets Snyder swinging on a fastball there. Last season, Hale pitched in 19 games for Sugar Land, 15 starts. Went 6-3 with a 3.73 ERA, pitched 103.2 innings. As he's ahead of Snyder 1-2 and gets the cleanup hitter swinging on a fastball over the outside. Hale's second strikeout of the day. Brings in the left fielder Corey Vaughn batting in the 5-hole. Hale off to a good start this season. He's 2-0 with a .82 ERA for Sugar Land. As he delivers a fastball, misses inside to Vaughn, 1-0. Vaughn hitting just .194 on the season thus far. As he swings and fouls one off down the third base line here to even the count 1-1. Vaughn went 0 for 5 in yesterday's loss. This is the first time he'll face Sugar Land as he swings on a curveball there. Ripped past the diving glove of John Santi And a one-out single for Corey Vaughn will bring up the right fielder, Zach Cohn. Cohn had a big day yesterday for the Blue Crabs, going 3 for 5, scoring 2 runs. His best game of the season so far. Cohn hitting .250 on the year with 1 RBI. That RBI coming in the opening game for Southern Maryland, and he'll have Vaughn on first. Hale delivers a fastball, tails inside for ball 1. Hale comes set, gives a look at the speedy Vaughn at first, tosses over. Vaughn back easily here. Vaughn already has 3 stolen bases on the year for Southern Maryland. Been caught just 1 time thus far. So he's got a decent lead off of the tall righty here, who delivers a fastball, tails inside to run the count to 2 balls, no strikes. So Hale tosses back to first. Vaughn dives in and gets under the tag here. Hale worried about the speed that Vaughn possesses. He's stolen 105 bases in his 8 professional seasons so far. We mentioned 3 already this year. As Hale snaps off a curveball, called strike here to put the count at 2-1. Yesterday's game against Bridgeport was Cohn's first multi-hit game of the season, as he looks to stay hot here with just 1 out and a man on first. Hale comes set and delivers a fastball, swung on, driven to deep left field. Benson drifting back, not going to be able to get it as it bounces off the wall. Vaughn had to hold in case of the catch, but is able to advance to third as Zach Cohn got a hold of that one for a 1-out double. We mentioned Cohn hot yesterday. That puts runners on second and third with just 1 out for the third baseman, Patrick Palmero. Palmero was on a 4-game hitting streak before going 0 for 3 yesterday. He did pick up an RBI on a sacrifice fly. His 5th RBI of the season ties him for the team lead with Gary Brown and Zach Wilson. RBI chance here as he has 2 men on and just 1 out as he takes a first pitch cutter over the inside, called strike 1. Infield has come in for Sugarland, hoping to cut down the run early here in the bottom of the 2nd. Hard hit ball from Palmero should be able to get through and score the first run of the game, potentially 2, as Cohn has a big lead off of second, but Palmero swings and misses on a curveball there to run the count to no balls, 2 strikes. With the infield in, Zach Cohn able to get a large lead as no one's holding him. The shortstop is pulled way to the right side of the infield, standing just about 5 feet to the left of the third baseman, John Santi. So Hale ahead of the powerful third baseman, Palmero. No balls and 2 strikes as he looks to get out of a jam here with just 1 out. He comes set, kicks and delivers a fastball, tails inside to put the count at 1-2. Palmero hitting .250 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. He enters his 3rd season in the Atlantic League. He spent 2015 and 2016 on this Sugarland team, as he faces his former teammate Hale, 1-2, and he fouls one off of his foot here. Limps it off, hobbling around a little bit down the third baseline. Looks to be okay, though, as he Resets the gloves to buy himself a little bit of time here. Stretches it out. And walking back in towards the box now. Still stretching it out a little bit as trainer Mitch Rosenthal has stepped out onto the top step. Palmeiro waves him off a little bit and digs back into the right-handed batter's box. Still behind 1-2 here. Hale comes set. Kicks and delivers a fastball. Swung on, ripped by Palmeiro, but right at the shortstop, Zawadzki, who had him played perfectly. And that'll record the second out of the inning. And it'll come to Edwin Garcia to get the job done here for Southern Maryland. Garcia had a good day yesterday and a good road trip overall. He was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored yesterday. Went 3 for 10 on the series at Bridgeport. Hitting .290 on the season with 3 RBIs already. As he looks to drive in 2 here. Takes a fastball low from Hale to get ahead in the count. Runners on second and third, 2 outs, and the shortstop 8-hitter today, Edwin Garcia, shoots one back up the middle, fielded by Hale. Flip on to Nelson at first, and Hale works out of trouble here as he allows no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and strands 2 for the Blue Crabs. Gabby Hernandez back out to the mound. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey fans, this is Austin Fleet, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Be sure to join us at the ballpark every Tuesday home game for our new 2-days. During these games, concessions will be offering fans $2 pretzels, popcorn, and peanuts. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
The Blue Crabs are excited to welcome local Tri-County schools to Regency Furniture Stadium for our baseball and education days. Wednesday, May 3rd and Wednesday, May 17th, the Blue Crabs will welcome area students for a day of baseball and learning fun at the ballpark. This will include in-game learning activities as well as performances by the Knights of Medieval Times. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Christian Lopez on being voted by fans as the starting catcher on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Lopez was drafted in the 6th round of the 2003 MLB Amateur Draft by the Tampa Bay Rays. Lopez signed with Southern Maryland in 2010 where he hit .274 with 7 home runs and 7 stolen bases in his debut season. Lopez was also named an Atlantic League All-Star in what proved to be his final season with the team, 2012. In 285 career games for the Blue Crabs, Lopez collected 20 home runs, 106 RBIs, and 26 stolen bases.
Hey, this is Zach Cohn, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the third. Still 0-0 here in the series opener against the Sugarland Skeeters. Blue Crabs threaten in the bottom of the second, putting runners on second and third on a Zach Cohn double with just 1 out, but unable to capitalize as Gabby Hernandez heads back to the mound to face the leadoff hitter for Sugarland once again, second baseman Josh Prince. Prince takes the first pitch, called strike. He struck out to lead off the game for Sugarland. As Hernandez kicks and delivers. Fastball, called strike over the inside. Excuse me, that was called a ball. The home plate umpire came up to call it a strike, but decided against it, and the count evens at 1-1. That one is a called strike over the outside half to run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes against the leadoff man, Prince. Hernandez looking for his 3rd strikeout here on a 1-2. Winds and delivers a curveball, swung on and fouled back, but hung on to by the catcher, Mike Blank, for the first out of the inning. as Hernandez has set down Prince for the second time today. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Lance Zawatsky. Zawatsky grounded out to second baseman Danny Muno in the hole, who flipped it on to Hernandez for the first out. Or the second out in the first inning, I should say. Hernandez kicks and delivers, swung on and missed by Zawatsky as that ball was in the dirt. Hernandez has done a good job throughout the day working ahead as he winds and delivers a ball inside here to Zawatsky. He's thrown first pitch strikes most of the 10 batters he's faced so far, as that's allowed him to mix in the off-speed pitches effectively and keep the hitters off balance, allowing just 3 hits thus far. Hernandez winds and delivers a fastball, tails outside here. That'll run the count to 2-1. So as we mentioned, him getting ahead of batters, he now falls behind 2-1 as Zawatsky takes a big cut at that 2-1 changeup way out in front and just gets a piece of it, fouling it back. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Zawatsky. Hitting .235 coming into this game with 2 home runs. Both of them solo shots as he takes another big cut on a 2-2 changeup. Swung on and missed, and Gabby Hernandez records his 4th strikeout of the game, I should say, 2nd of the inning. And that'll bring up the big right fielder, Jeremy Barfield, with nobody on and 2 outs. Hernandez out of the windup, kicks and delivers here. Curveball stays high. 1 ball, no strikes. Barfield hitting .405 on the season thus far. Already has 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. As he swings and fouls one back here. Barfield spent 2016 with Sugar Land. Hit .306 with 27 home runs and 85 RBIs in 135 games played. As he takes a cut on one here, hit high and deep to left center field. Gary Brown gives chase and climbs to the top of the wall, but never stood a chance there as Jeremy Barfield puts Sugar Land on the board, scoring the first run of the game on a deep home run to left center field. Brown got a good jump on it, had time to climb all the way up to the top of the wall and sit there and watch that one go about 25, 30 feet over his head and out into the bumper boat pool here at Regency Furniture Stadium. So a 2-out home run will bring up the catcher, Travis Scott. Scott lined out to Muno to end the first inning as he calls time and steps out of the box here. Digs back in as the lefty to face the righty Hernandez. Checks his swing, sent down to third base. Umpire Matt Beaver says he went around, and that's strike 1. Scott hitting .310 on the season thus far. 1 home run, 3 RBIs. As he breaks his bat here and rolls one out to Muno at second. Picks it up onto Snyder at first for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Sugar Land scores a long home run from Jeremy Barfield. They put up 1 run in the inning on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Southern Maryland looks to tie it when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Danny Muno, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, don't forget that every Sunday is Kids Day at Regency Furniture Stadium. Every Sunday home game throughout the year, kids can enjoy a pre-game autograph session with the players, as well as free admission to Pinch's Playground and post-game run the bases on the Blue Crabs field. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
TN Bose Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to present Fans for Our Fans at Regency Furniture Stadium this 2017 season. When the temperature at game time is expected to be a scorcher, TN Bose will do what they do best, keep you always the right temperature, by providing hand fans to the first 200 guests entering the stadium that day. Learn more about their technologically advanced AeroSeal duct sealing procedure online at tnbose.com. TN Bose for all of your air conditioning and heating needs.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Casey Benjamin on being named as the second baseman on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Benjamin was signed out of Tennessee Technological Institute by the Texas Rangers organization, where he made his professional baseball debut. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2010, where he hit .304 with 20 home runs in 112 games. Benjamin played in 327 career games with the Blue Crabs, hitting 54 home runs and driving in 209 runs over his 3 seasons with the team.
Hey, this is Kalaika Kaho'ahala, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Heading to the bottom of the third here at Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs trail the visiting Sugar Land Skeeters by a score of 1-0. In the top of the third, Jeremy Barfield got a hold of one to deep left center to open the scoring in this game. Jake Hale back on the mound, delivers a first pitch ball low to the catcher Mike Blank. Blank hitting 150 on the year coming in. Already has 1 home run on the year, 3 RBIs as he fouls one off here. That home run came in the second game of the season for the Blue Crabs. In a tie game in the bottom of the 8th, Mike Blank sent one to deep left field off of the clubhouse, up over the mini monster, to give the Blue Crabs the lead in their first win of the year. He shoots one down the third base line here, fielded on to first. Nelson not able to pick it, though, as John Santi made a good backhand play and fired across, but a couple of feet short. And Nelson wasn't able to pick it, as that's going to go down on an error on the third baseman. That error allows the Blue Crabs their second leadoff base runner of the game, as in steps the leadoff hitter tonight for Southern Maryland, center fielder Gary Brown. He got the Blue Crabs started with a single in the first, but was immediately picked off before a pitch was thrown, getting caught in a rundown and tagged out by the shortstop Zawadzki. Blank aboard at first as Hale comes set, winds and delivers a fastball that hits Brown, and that'll put men on first and second with nobody out. That's the 9th hit by pitch on this short season for Southern Maryland, as they're not afraid to stand in there and take one, earn their bases here, as that'll put men on first and second, nobody out for the second baseman, Danny Muno. As the corner infields are in a couple of steps on the grass here in case of a sacrifice bunt attempt from Muno. Hale comes set, Muno not squaring here as he takes the first pitch for a called strike. Muno homered in Game 2 of the series at Bridgeport. His home run in the 8th tied the game, which sent it to extra innings as the Blue Crabs were able to win 6-4 in 10. As Hale misses a fastball outside here. That was Muno's first home run as a Blue Crab. He hit one in preseason, but the spring training games don't count towards the official stats, so his first official home run as a member of Southern Maryland, as Hale spins and throws back to second here as Zawadzki crashed and Blank was able to get back in safely. Grounded out to the first baseman Nelson in the first, who picked it up and tagged the base for the second out of that inning. But he's got men on first and second here in a 1-1 count with nobody out, trying to tie the game, potentially more. as he takes a changeup that bounces here to put the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Muno started the season hot for Southern Maryland, hitting .489 at the end of their first series. Has cooled off since then, batting average dropping down to .235, has just 1 home run and 2 RBIs, as he takes another off-speed pitch off the plate away here to run the count to 3-1. Muno was drafted in the 8th round of the 2011 MLB draft by the New York Mets. He worked his way through the Mets system, making his MLB debut in the 2015 season. He appeared in 17 games for the Mets that year. As Hale steps off the back here, nobody covering, Blank walks back into second easily. He spent 6 seasons with the Mets organization, Muno did, before finishing 2016 with the White Sox and Marlins organization and joining Southern Maryland for this 2017 season. He takes a fastball outside here, as his walk will load the bases for the designated hitter, Zach Wilson. Wilson struck out looking on a fastball over the outside corner in the first, but looks to do some damage here as he has the bases loaded, nobody out. We mentioned earlier he's tied for the team lead with 5 RBIs on the year thus far. He led Southern Maryland last year with 70 RBIs, as he looks to put himself solely in the lead here on the team, as he swings and misses on a first pitch curveball there. If he were able to pick one up here, he would pull ahead of Palmero and Brown, as the Sugar Land infield is backed up, pinched up the middle, willing to trade a run for 2 outs on a ground ball. Hale comes set. Wilson fouls one off of his foot there as it rolls back out into the infield, but called foul by the home plate umpire as Wilson walks that one off a little bit. Seen that twice from Southern Maryland so far. Big cuts and ground balls, or foul balls I should say, off of their inside foot. Wilson hitting .286 on the year, has yet to homer. Does have the 5 RBIs we mentioned. Leads the team with 3 multi-hit games, including yesterday's 2-for-5 performance. He enters today on a 4-game hitting streak, as he looks to extend it to 5 here. As big cut on a curveball, but fouled straight back. Wilson in 2016 hit .278 with 19 home runs, 70 RBIs, 6 stolen bases in 130 games for Southern Maryland. He moved around between first base and third base, as well as designated hitting a couple of times, like he is tonight. Takes a cut on a curveball there, well out in front of it, and he'll go down on strikes for the second time, and the first out here in this inning. That'll bring up the dangerous first baseman tonight, designated hitter most of the year thus far, but has switched with Wilson tonight, playing first base, as Mike Snyder digs in to the right-handed batter's box. The big first baseman, 6'4", 245 out of Tacoma, Washington, as he faces the 6'7" Hale, who drops a first pitch curveball swung on and missed by Snyder. Snyder was an all-star last season, but has struggled thus far, hitting just .194 with 2 RBIs. He led the Blue Crabs with 25 home runs last season, but has yet to record one this year. He's on a 2-game hitting streak, though, after recording his first multi-hit game yesterday, 2-for-5 with a run scored at Bridgeport in that series finale. Takes another big cut on a curveball here, though. Swung on and missed to put the count at 0-2. As he's behind Hale once again. He struck out to lead off the second inning here. The strikeout, something Southern Maryland has struggled with most of this season, as they have 72 strikeouts in 10 games thus far, and 3 already tonight. Hale tries to catch the outside corner with a fastball there, but instead will put the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Blue Crabs have done a good job working around their strikeouts, but have struggled putting up runs in some games thus far, as they put up only 6 on the road at Bridgeport. That one's fouled down the line here. What I was saying, they put up 6 on the road at Bridgeport in their win on Saturday, but a couple of unearned runs for Bridgeport yesterday allowed the Blue Crabs to put up 8 on 4 errors. They've struggled to produce their own runs this year. As Snyder faces a 1-2 count here, fastball misses away to even the count at 2-2 as he looks to do some damage. Blue Crabs have relied greatly on their starting pitching, which has thrown well so far, but a home run from Gabby Hernandez was his first earned run this season, as he threw a 6 scoreless innings, I should say, in Game 1 of a Wednesday doubleheader to earn his first victory of the year this past week. So Hale comes set for the 2-2, delivers a fastball, just misses inside, and will run the count full to Mike Snyder. Nowhere to put Snyder here, as Hale's going to have to put one over the plate for the powerful righty, who's still looking for his first home run this season, like we mentioned. Snyder hasn't walked much this year, recording just 1 in 36 at-bats thus far as he flies one to shallow center. Miller charging on, called off by the second baseman, Prince, who makes the catch over his shoulder to record the second out of the inning, not deep enough to advance any of the runners, as that's going to be the second out of the inning, and Corey Vaughn will be tasked with putting the runs across for Southern Maryland here in the bottom of the third, as they loaded the bases with nobody out for their dangerous 3-4 combo of Zach Wilson, Mike Snyder, who have gone down in order on a strikeout and a pop-up to second. Vaughn singled back in the second with 1 out, advanced to third on a double, but was stranded there as he checks his swing here, but no swing as he gets ahead of Hale here. Vaughn has a great eye at the plate, reaching base 3 times by walk thus far in 37 plate appearances, as he takes a ball low here to put the count at 2-0. With the start tonight, Vaughn has started all 11 games for the Blue Crabs thus far, all of them in left field. Blue Crabs roster down to just 3 outfielders, the 3 starting tonight, as he takes a big cut here, fouls one back over the visiting dugout to put the count at 2-1. The only bench player the Blue Crabs have on the roster currently is Kalaika Kualala, who is listed as an infielder, but does have a little bit of experience in the outfield, a utility man, able to play if anything were to happen to anybody tonight. Vaughn ahead of Hale here, 2-1, as he kicks and delivers, swung on, fouled down the third baseline, back into the Blue Crabs dugout, as that'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to the left fielder, Vaughn. Vaughn has 3 RBIs on the year thus far, including 1 on a solo home run on the 26th against York. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Hale comes set, kicks and delivers, swung on and missed by Vaughn, as Jake Hale works around the bases loaded to give up no runs on no hits, 1 error. 3 runners left on base for the Blue Crabs, as Gabby Hernandez heads back out to the mound, trailing 1-0 when we come back You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Be sure to bring Mom out to the ballpark on May 14th to celebrate Mother's Day as the Blue Crabs take on the Somerset Patriots. All mothers will have a chance to participate in a post-game Blue Crabs Diamond Dig for a chance to win a Diamond prize package. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey Blue Crabs fans, this is Justin DeFreitas. For all my grocery and deli needs, I head over to Nick's of Clinton. Nick's of Clinton aims to offer a unique shopping alternative to the larger grocery stores while providing a family-oriented experience for all their customers. Nick's of Clinton, the official hot dog and sausage sponsor of Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Eric Crozier on being voted by fans as the starting first baseman on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Crozier was originally drafted in the 41st round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft by the Cleveland Indians and made his MLB debut in 2004 with the Toronto Blue Jays. While in the major leagues with the Blue Jays, he collected 2 home runs in 14 games in his 2004 debut season. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, hitting .265 with 13 home runs and 10 stolen bases that season. He appeared in 279 career games for the Blue Crabs, collecting 44 home runs and 149 RBIs in 3 seasons.
Hey, this is Rob Carson, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the 4th. Blue Crabs trailing 1-0 as Gabby Hernandez is back on the mound. Delivers a first pitch strike to the left fielder Joe Benson. Benson 0 for 1 on the day so far. Flew out to deep center field to lead off the second as he fights one off. And that'll spin by Michael Snyder, and Benson on the move towards second, testing Zach Cohn, and the ball skips away from Edwin Garcia. As I'm not sure why Benson went to second there. Cohn had him dead to rights if he makes a good throw. That one off the end of the bat, though, right to Snyder, but wheeled around him as that's going to go down as an error on the big first baseman. So Benson's aboard at second, as that'll bring up the first baseman, Chris Nelson. Nelson singled back in the second with 1 out, but was stranded at second as Hernandez misses first pitch fastball outside here. Nelson hitting 167 coming into the day. Improved the batting average a little bit with that single back in the second inning. So Hernandez is behind as he misses a fastball here once again. That'll put the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Behind the first baseman here, as he comes set, gives a look at Nelson, delivers a called strike over the outside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Nelson. As Hernandez comes set, swung on, fouled back to even the count, 2-2. We mentioned earlier, Nelson, the 9th overall pick in the 2004 MLB Draft. Spent 9 seasons in the Colorado organization, reached the major leagues in 2010 for the first time with the Rockies. He also appeared back in the majors in 2013 and 14 with the Yankees and Angels, and then the Padres in 2014. Played in 282 career MLB games. As Hernandez comes set, misses a fastball inside to run the count full, 3-2. In his major league career to date, Nelson hitting .265 with 16 home runs, 39 doubles, and 100 RBIs. He spent last season in the Colorado AAA, hitting .232 with 3 home runs and 33 RBIs in 69 games played. As Hernandez misses the full count fastball high, and that'll be a walk to Chris Nelson, Hernandez's first walk of the day thus far. That'll put runners on first and second, nobody out for the third baseman, Anthony Giansanti. Giansanti singled back in the second, part of back-to-back singles with the man in front of him, Nelson. But they were both stranded as Gabby Hernandez was able to work out of that jam. Hoping to work out of another one here as he's got 2 runners on to lead off this inning. Giansanti squares around the bunt. That one down the third baseline and trickles foul. Giansanti hitting .237 coming into this game. 1 home run, 4 RBIs. He's going to be asked to square around and bunt for the first time this season. Giansanti, a career .254 hitter. Last season hit .247 with Bridgeport. As Hernandez steps off and gives a look, chasing Benson back to second. Palmeiro in on the grass, expecting the bunt once again from Giansanti, as he looks to advance the runners with nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Doesn't square around this time, rolls one to Palmeiro, on to Muno at second, who fires on to first to Snyder. Not in time, as that slow chopper allowed him time to beat it out and put runners on the corner. That'll go down as a fielder's choice, 5-4, as Palmeiro was able to pick it up and get it on to Muno. Muno made a quick turn, but just not quite in time to get the speedy Giansanti. As runners on the corners for the center fielder, Derek Miller. That gets the catcher, Mike Blank, out of his stance to put the signs on for runners on the corners, what they're going to do if Giansanti were to take off from first. Hernandez comes set. Giansanti stays where he is, and a first pitch called strike over the outside. We mentioned Miller earlier, a late signing to the Sugarland squad, played in just 3 games. He started this 2017 season in the Boston Red Sox organization in high A ball. As he shoots one towards center field here, that'll get down in front of Brown. A big round around second from Giansanti, but he tails back as that single will extend the Skeeters' lead, scoring Joe Benson from third and giving Derek Miller his first hit of the day. That'll bring up Derek Piles. Piles hitting just .182 on the season thus far. He'll have runners on first and second with just 1 out here in the inning, as Gabby Hernandez looks to work out of a jam. Gives a look at second, comes set and delivers fastball, just misses inside. That run will go down as unearned, as the error on Snyder started off the inning, allowing Benson to get on base and score on that Miller single. Piles struck out looking in his first at-bat to end the second as a big secondary lead from Giansanti, but stays where he is. Piles swings and misses on the fastball. Hernandez not really mixing up the looks, just generally giving 1 look to second base if the runner has a short lead. Not really worrying much about him, but Giansanti getting a big secondary, potentially able to get a big jump here. Double looks this time before delivering a fastball that misses outside. Somebody must have tipped off Hernandez on the big secondary lead as he mixed it up that time, giving a second look, chasing Giansanti nearly back to second base before delivering that ball to put the count at 2-1. Hernandez steps off the back of the rubber here, asks for the signs once again from the catcher Mike Blank as he looks to get out of a jam. The righty comes set, kicks and delivers, swung on, grounded into the hole at shortstop. Garcia makes a diving play to keep the ball in the infield. A great play from Edwin Garcia to hold that ball in, as Giansanti had a big jump on that and was already rounding third. With Garcia keeping it in the infield, though, saved a run potentially, as Corey Vaughn had a long charge in from left field to potentially make that play. So bases loaded, just one out, and in steps the leadoff hitter for Sugarland, Josh Prince. Prince 0 for 2 on the day thus far, with 2 strikeouts, as that one misses outside here on a first pitch fastball. Prince hitting .293 coming into today's game. 2 RBIs and 3 stolen bases for the speedy leadoff man. Looks to add to that RBI total here and extend this Sugarland lead early. Hernandez comes inside with the fastball here. Check down to the first base umpire. Said he fouled it off there. And that'll go down as a strike, evening the count at 1-1. Prince spent 2016 in Sugarland. He hit .230 with 5 home runs, 25 RBIs, but stole 24 bases in his 95 games last season. As Hernandez delivers the off-speed pitch away, Prince well out in front of that, and that'll put the count at 1-2 as the strikeout king for Southern Maryland looks to pick up one more and get the second out here, or potentially a ground ball to end the inning. Prince has already struck out swinging twice today, in the first and the third, and Gabby Hernandez winds and delivers a curveball outside here and gets Prince swinging once again, as Prince angrily swings the bat into the ground, going down on strikes for the second out of the inning, as Gabby Hernandez looks to work out of a jam and give up just 1 unearned run in this inning. Bases still loaded, though, as in steps the veteran shortstop Lance Zawatsky. Zawatsky entering his 10th professional season. He was coached by baseball legend Tony Gwynn back in college at San Diego State University, as he takes a first pitch called strike over the outside. Lance Zawatsky is actually the first person to ever get a hit at Petco Park when he doubled off the wall as a freshman for San Diego State against Houston in the first game that was ever played in that stadium. Hernandez comes set here, ahead in the count 0-1, winds and delivers a fastball inside to Zawatsky, who hopped out of the way. Hernandez fastball does sit in the upper 80s, low 90s, so I don't blame Zawatsky for hopping out of the way there, but if he'd have hung in there and took one, that would have scored the second run in the inning. Instead, the count runs to 1-1. Zawatsky 0 for 2 on the day thus far. Grounded out to second back in the first and struck out swinging in the third. Hernandez takes a long look in, comes set, kicks and delivers the 1-1. Fastball bounces off of home plate in the dirt to put the count at 2 balls, 1 strike. Zawatsky was drafted by the San Diego Padres in the 4th round of the 2007 MLB June Amateur Draft. We mentioned played collegiately at San Diego State University, stayed home, getting drafted by the local Padres, as he takes a 2-1 curveball over the outside, called strike 2-2. Zawatsky reached the majors for 20 games with the San Diego Padres hitting 200, 7 hits and 35 at-bats, recording an actual hit at Petco Park during his career. He faces a 2-2 count with the bases loaded here as he swings and fouls one straight back. The count will remain where it is, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zawadzki has some power from the left side as he led the Atlantic League in home runs back in 2015 with 20. He hit just 10 last season, splitting time between Lancaster and Sugar Land, playing in just 61 games as that one in the dirt here kicks away from Mike Blank. Home plate umpire Jim Clayton will call time and say that actually hit Zawadzki there, as he'll be awarded first base and score the runner from third on a hit by pitch, and extending the lead here for Sugar Land to 3-0 and bringing out pitching coach James Frisbee for a discussion with his righty. Frizz heads out to the mound. Quick talk with Blank before turning his attention to Hernandez. Tough feeling for Hernandez out there as he's now given up 2 in the inning. An inning that he feels he should probably be out of, as an error started it off. Joe Benson coming around to score. And then what looked like a potential double play. Runner ruled safe at first. Ends up scoring as well. So with 2 outs, bases still loaded, Hernandez comes set and delivers a first pitch fastball fouled back from the right fielder Jeremy Barfield. The big hitting righty already 2 for 2 on the day thus far. Singled back in the first and the home run back in the third inning that opened the scoring here in Southern Maryland. He's behind 0-1 here as Hernandez comes set and delivers a fastball, just misses outside to even the count at 1-1. Barfield was drafted by the Oakland A's in the 8th round of the 2008 draft. Spent 7 seasons in the Oakland organization, reaching as high as AAA. As Hernandez comes set and delivers a called strike right down the middle to put the count at 1-2. He moved on to the Colorado Rockies organization in 2015 before making his Atlantic League debut the end of that 2015 season with the Camden River Sharks. Spent a little bit of time in Camden before joining Sugar Land to end the 2015 season, and spent 2016 with the Skeeters as well. As that fastball in the dirt, Mike Blank does a great job moving to his right and blocking that, smothering it, and keeping Miller at third base here. But that'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with the bases loaded here in the top of the 4th. As Gabby Hernandez comes set, delivers a fastball, swung on, fouled back. Off the netting behind home plate here. Hernandez looking to work out of a jam here as he's still got the bases loaded after already giving up 2 in the inning. Comes set back on the mound, steps off, asks for the signs once again from Blank. This time gives a long look in, agrees with the pitch call, comes set, delivers a fastball, just misses up and away. As Blank tried to stick it there and earn his pitcher a call to end the inning, but instead a full count with nowhere to put the 3-hitter for Sugar Land. Hernandez comes set for the payoff pitch here, kicks and delivers, runners on the move. Ground ball to shortstop Garcia, on to first, in time. As Hernandez gives up just 2 on what could have been much worse, facing the 3-hitter Barfield with 2 outs. But instead he allows 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, strands 3. Southern Maryland trails 3-0 when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Hebner, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, this is Gary Brown, center fielder for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. If you are under 12 years old, make sure to check out our Chick-fil-A Back Fin Buddies program. For just $15, kids will receive free admission to all 7 Friday home games this season, as well as a commemorative Back Fin Buddies lunchbox and baseball. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
There's no better way to celebrate Independence Day than with America's pastime. Be sure to join the Blue Crabs this July 4th as they take on the Sugarland Skeeters for the Red, White, and Blue Crabs celebration, featuring a post-game fireworks extravaganza presented by Wawa. There's also a post-game jersey auction presented by the Southern Maryland Business Network. For more information on this and every other exciting event throughout the season, please visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Pat Osborne on being named the starting third baseman on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Osborne was originally drafted in the second round of the 2002 MLB Amateur Draft by the Cleveland Indians. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, where he hit .326 with 17 home runs and 106 RBIs in his debut season. In 5 years with the Blue Crabs, Osborne finished with a .297 batting average while hitting 39 home runs and collecting 225 RBIs in 386 career games with the team.
This is Edwin Garcia, and you listen to the Blue Crab Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs trailing the visiting Sugarland Skeeters 3-0, heading into the bottom of the fourth, as the righty Jake Hale back on the mound and back to work delivering a first pitch strike to the Blue Crabs right fielder Zach Cohn. Hale working quick, winds and delivers, swung on, hit hard down the line, drifting, but stays fair off of the 3-10 sign as Zach Cohn rounds first on his way to second and slides in with his second double of the game. That one looked like it might tail foul for a second before hitting just inside the foul pole, down the line off of the 1 in 3-10 underneath the home run foul pole there on the mini monster. So that's Cohn's second double of the game, as he's gotten hot lately, going 3 for 5 yesterday and 2 for 2 with 2 doubles thus far off of the hard-throwing righty Jake Hale. That'll bring up the third baseman, Patrick Palmero. Palmero hit a hard line drive to the shortstop, Zawadzki, back in the second with runners on second and third. But Zawadzki was played perfectly and made the catch, stranding the 2 runners. So nobody out and a man on second. Hale comes set, gives a look at Cohn, kicks and delivers, swung on back up the middle from Palmero. As Cohn's being waved around third, the throw from the center fielder Miller is offline up the third baseline, and Patrick Palmero's single here, and the bottom of the fourth puts the Blue Crabs on the board as they cut the lead to 3-1 here. A leadoff double from Zach Cohn, followed by a hard-hit single up the middle from Patrick Palmero off of his former teammate. Plates the first run of the game for Southern Maryland. So that'll put a runner on first and nobody out for the shortstop Edwin Garcia, who hit a hard chopper back up the middle, but was fielded by Hale to end the bottom of the second and strand runners on second and third. Hale delivers a first pitch. Cutter called strike. Looked a little high. Garcia shakes his head, steps out, and gets the new signs from manager John Harris down at third. So he's behind, no balls, 1 strike here, as he shoots one in the hole at shortstop, fielded by Zawadzki. On to second, on to first, and in time for the double play, as Edwin Garcia rolls into a 6-4-3 double play to record the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Zawatsky had to go a couple of steps to his right, make a throw going with his body going away from second base. On to Prince at second, who made a quick turn to get Garcia. Garcia, not the fastest down the line, has good range at short, but doesn't have quick flat line speed. Just makes good reads on the baseball. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Blank. Blank takes a first pitch ball low. He's 0 for 1 on the day so far, hitting a ground ball to third to lead off the bottom of the 3rd, as he got on base by way of error. Takes that one outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Blue Crabs loaded the bases in that 3rd inning with nobody out, but were unable to capitalize as Mike Blank gets a hold of one here down the left field line, but tailing foul, as that's going to be a loud strike 1 from the big catcher for Southern Maryland. Blank 6'4", 225 out of Quebec, Canada. Spent the last 2 seasons in Long Island with the Ducks before joining Southern Maryland for this 2017 campaign. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here as Hale comes set and delivers a fastball. Blank a little late there to put him behind 1-2. We mentioned he started off that bottom of the 3rd, reaching base on an error. Gary Brown hit by pitch and a Danny Muno walk loaded the bases before Zach Wilson, Mike Snyder, and Corey Vaughn went down in order, not able to capitalize on the bases loaded, nobody out, as Blank shoots one down the 3rd base line here. Manager John Harris hops over it, and as do a couple of guys in the bullpen, and the count will remain where it is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Righty on righty here as Hale comes set and delivers. Swung on by Blank. Breaks his bat on the ground ball to 3rd. Fielded by John Santi. And on to 1st for the final out of the inning. But not before Southern Maryland puts up 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left on base. Cut the lead to 3-1. When we come back, Gabby Hernandez back to the mound. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Blue Crabs fans, what's more American than baseball and a barbecue cookout? Quite frankly, the two go together like stars and stripes, rockets and red glare, and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. So when you come to Regency Furniture Stadium's all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion, you get both at a great price. The best part is that groups from 20 to 400 plus can enjoy the picnic pavilion, and when you include this home run of a deal with the kids park, paddle boats, and on-field fun, you have a grand slam of an opportunity. Call today at 301-638-9788 to speak with a sales executive or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Attention all Girl Scouts. Friday, June 16th is Girl Scout Night and Sleepover presented by Maryland 529. All Girl Scouts will be recognized during the game against the New Britain Bees and have the opportunity to register for a post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Travis Garcia on being named the starting shortstop on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Garcia was originally drafted by the New York Mets in the 21st round of the 2003 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, their debut season, and in 2009 he hit .353 with 16 home runs and 63 RBIs. In 5 seasons with the Blue Crabs, Garcia finished with 59 home runs and 229 RBIs in 330 games.
Hey, this is Patrick Palmero, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as Gabby Hernandez trails 3-1, heading back out to the mound to face the heart of the order for Sugarland, as his first pitch is swung on and fouled hard towards the visiting dugout down the first baseline for strike 1. He'll face the 4-5-6 here, and Travis Scott, left fielder Joe Benson, and the first baseman, Chris Nelson. Hernandez ahead 0-1 here, delivers a called strike over the outside to run the count to 0-2. Scott 0 for 2 on the day so far. A line out to Danny Muno and then a ground out in the third to end both the first and third inning. And he's behind Hernandez here, who kicks and delivers. Curveball misses low and away. The infield is shifted towards the first base bag against the lefty. As shortstop Edwin Garcia is lined up directly behind second base. That one's a called ball, 2-2 on the changeup outside. Muno shifted into the hole between first and second. Garcia left with the rest of the ground, and Patrick Palmeiro, the lone infielder, left in his normal third base position. As Scott fouls off the 2-2, back down off of the Legends Club to keep the count where it is. Scott hitting .310 on the season coming in. He's caught fire in the last 5 games as he's hit .430 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs in the last 5 played for Sugarland. Hernandez fires a fastball inside here. Just misses up and in, as that'll run the count full once again to 3 balls, 2 strikes. To the cleanup hitter tonight for Sugarland. Hernandez back on the mound, nods his head, kicks and delivers the payoff pitch, swung on, rolled to Snyder at first, picks it up, waves off Hernandez, and jogs it over himself for the first out of the inning here. As the 3 unassisted from Michael Snyder will record the first out here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up the left fielder, Joe Benson. Benson got the last inning started as he lunged at a curveball away, hitting it off the end of the bat towards Michael Snyder. The English got Snyder a little bit twisted up, and the ball was able to cut back between his legs and roll to the outfield, and Benson was able to reach second as the leadoff man in the inning. Hernandez kicks and delivers a first pitch curveball, called strike here over the inside. So gets ahead of Benson, who's 0 for 2 on the day so far. Fastball here right down the middle from the righty. Called strike, as that puts the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Hernandez ahead 0-2. Big windup and delivers a fastball swung on and missed over the outside part of the plate for the second out of the inning. Hernandez has 5 Ks on the day thus far, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Chris Nelson. Nelson 1 for 1 on the day with a walk thus far. He singled back in the second, walked back in the fourth, but was forced out on an Anthony Giansanti 5-4 fielder's choice. Hernandez delivers a first pitch curveball, ball 1 here. Tonight is the 314th career start for Gabby Hernandez. 95th career appearance, for Southern Maryland. As Gabby winds and delivers, swung on and fouled off the catcher here to put the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez picked up his 30th win as a Blue Crab back on Wednesday against York, as he ranks second, just 2 behind teammate Darrell Thompson. Thompson had 31 coming into the year, Hernandez 29. Both have picked up a win thus far on the season. Staying even with each other as Hernandez winds and delivers a fastball that tails inside here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thompson ranks second all time in career strikeouts. Hernandez leads that, 453 coming into the game. As he gets a foul ball there, Blank a little late trying to catch it, but out of play, nothing to worry about really anyway. As he couldn't quite find it when he did, gave it a look, but that one drifts back off of the suite. and evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. To the 6-hitter, Chris Nelson. Hernandez, the big wind and deliver a fastball inside, fouled straight back. As the count will remain where it is, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hernandez set down the first 2 this inning, a ground ball to Snyder and a strikeout of Joe Benson, and he looks for a 1-2-3 inning here as he winds and delivers the 2-2. Swung on, grounded to second base. Danny Muno scoops it up on to first to Snyder, and Hernandez works his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Blue Crabs come back up to bat with the top of their lineup when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Every Tuesday night is Silver Sluggers Night with the Blue Crabs, sponsored by the Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center. Membership to the Silver Sluggers starts at just $25, and all members will receive tickets to every Tuesday home game, including our 4th of July Red, White, and Blue Crabs celebration, as well as a special Silver Sluggers t-shirt. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, get ready because August 18th is Washington Sports Night with the Blue Crabs. Friday, August 18th, the Blue Crabs will welcome Screech from the Washington Nationals and Gee Whiz from the Washington Wizards to Regency Furniture Stadium for a night of mascot fun with our very own Pinch. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jeremy Owens on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Owens was originally drafted by the San Diego Padres in the 8th round of the 1998 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland for their debut season in 2008, and in 2009 he collected 28 home runs and 80 RBIs while stealing 15 bases. Owens spent 7 seasons playing for the Blue Crabs, compiling 105 home runs, 340 RBIs, and 98 stolen bases, while appearing in a Blue Crabs record 737 career games.
Hi, this is Pat Mish, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs trail 3-1, but bring the top of the lineup up to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th as Gary Brown squares around and pulls back on a first pitch curveball from Jake Hale, called strike 1. Blue Crabs were able to plate 1 in the bottom of the 4th, cut the lead to 3-1 as they look to do some damage here with the top of their lineup in the bottom of the 5th and get Gabby Hernandez a little bit of run support as Brown swings and misses on another changeup to put the count at no balls, 2 strikes. Brown's 1 for 1 on the day thus far. Singled back in the first, was picked off, and then hit by pitch back in the 3rd as he was part of that bases loaded inning, but no runs were scored for Southern Maryland. He flares one out towards right field here. Prince drifting back into shallow right field and makes the catch for the first out of the inning and retires Brown for the first time tonight. That'll bring up the second baseman, Danny Muno. Muno 0 for 1 on the day with a walk as he walked on 5 pitches back in that 3rd, the last runner to reach base for the Blue Crabs in that inning. Muno takes a called strike here as Hale working ahead once again. The tall righty takes his windup, kicks and delivers a curveball swung on and missed as that one started over the inside corner. Broke down and in on Muno, almost catching his back foot, but got him to go around. Hale comes set, and Muno fouls one off over the home dugout down the third baseline to stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes here. Muno hitting just .235 coming into tonight's game, but the on-base percentage up at .366 as he's drawn 5 walks to go with his 8 hits on the year thus far. And he fouls another pitch off here. No balls, 2 strikes to stay alive in the at-bat against the righty Jake Hale. Hale's allowed 5 hits thus far in the game. Walked 1 hit by pitch as well, and an error behind him as he faces his former team, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. With 1 out and no 2 count, he delivers a curveball low and inside to Muno. Muno has 1 home run on the year thus far, 1 triple, 3 stolen bases. He tripled back in the second game of the year, finding a gap in right field and never slowing down as he shoots one towards the third baseman, John Santi here. Bobbles it a little bit, but picks it up and on to first in time as he laid out, knocked it down, and was quick to his feet to get Muno down the line. That'll bring up the 3-hitter, Zach Wilson. Wilson 0 for 2 on the day thus far. Struck out looking in the first and struck out swinging on a curveball back in the third. As Hale winds and delivers. Fastball misses low and away. Wilson spent 4 seasons in the Yankees minor league system, reaching as high as AA Trenton in 2014. He hit .249 in his minor league career to date, with 18 home runs and 88 RBIs, as he shoots one back up the middle past Hale and past Prince, who tried to make a backhanded play up the middle. And that'll be Zach Wilson's first hit of the day. A 2-out single will bring up the dangerous Michael Snyder. Snyder 0 for 2 on the day thus far. Struck out to lead off the second and popped out to second base with the bases loaded and 1 out back in the third. Wilson aboard here as Snyder digs in, still looking for that first home run of this season after hitting 25 last year. Hale delivers a first pitch fastball called strike on the outer half of the plate. If Snyder were able to find his 74th career home run right now, it would tie the game here in the bottom of the 5th and get Gabby Hernandez off the hook as a little bit of stretching begins in the Blue Crabs bullpen. Hale comes set, gives a look at Wilson, winds and delivers. Snyder fouls one back towards the on-deck circle, as that'll put him behind once again. No balls and 2 strikes. He's been behind 0-2 in both of his at-bats thus far, striking out in the first one like I mentioned. Battled back a little bit in his second at-bat of the day, putting it at 2-2 before he popped out. Or 3-2, I should say, before he popped out. Behind 0-2 here as Hale delivers a curveball swung on and missed by Snyder. And that will end the inning as the Blue Crabs go down. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And they leave 1 on base. Still trail 3-1. Gabby Hernandez back to the mound when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is David Wayne Russo, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Be sure to join us at select Saturday home games throughout the season as the Blue Crabs light up the Southern Maryland night sky with post-game Saturday night firework extravaganzas. For more information on this event or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. Attention all Boy Scouts, Friday, June 23rd is Boy Scouts Night and Sleepover with the Blue Crabs, presented by Maryland 529. All Boy Scouts will be recognized during the game against Bridgeport and have the opportunity to register for the post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate John Ramostella on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Ramostella was originally drafted by the New York Yankees in the 35th round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in their debut 2008 season, where he hit .276 with 15 home runs, 67 RBIs, and 14 stolen bases. In 2 seasons with the Blue Crabs, Ramostella hit 37 career home runs, 125 RBIs, and stole 29 bases in 222 career games with the team.
Hey, this is John Harris, and you're listening to the Blue Crab Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the 6th. Southern Maryland still trailing 3-1 as Gabby Hernandez is back on the mound. Delivers a first pitch called strike on the outside half to Anthony Johnsanti. Johnsanti disagreed with that call a little bit. He thought it might have stayed away, but an 0-1 curveball up and in just catches him, as it looks like he sold that one to home plate umpire Jim Clayton there. Clayton didn't appear to come up immediately and say it hit him, but when he saw the reaction of Johnsanti jogging down to first, came up and ruled the HBP there. So the leadoff runner aboard once again for Sugarland. The last time they did that was back in that 4th inning when they put up 2 runs. So Hernandez delivers a called strike once again on the black of the outside to the center fielder Derek Miller, who, much like Johnsanti, shakes his head a little bit at that away strike call, but nonetheless trails no balls, 1 strike in the at-bat. Hernandez comes set as the runner's off from first. Throw to second is not in time, as Johnsanti records the first stolen base of the game. Miller squared around a bunt there to buy time for his runner, so he trails no balls, 2 strikes in the at-bat now, as Johnsanti picks up first stolen base for either team thus far. And Gabby Hernandez with quick feet on to Edwin Garcia covering, picks off the runner at second, as Johnsanti got a little bit too big of a lead there at second. Garcia crashed in real quick. You could tell the play was on, as soon as he broke, Hernandez put one right on the base into the slide zone. Edwin Garcia didn't even have to move his glove to tag the runner. So now with 1 out in the inning here, Hernandez delivers an 0-2 curveball in the dirt. 1-2. So Gabby Hernandez works around the leadoff hit by pitch and stolen base by picking him off of second base, and is ahead on the second batter in the inning, Derek Miller, who fouls that one back to put the count at 1-2. Coming into the game today, Miller was hitting .273 on the season as a member of Sugarland. We mentioned he started the season with Boston, as he takes a curveball on the inside half, called strike 3 looking, as he shakes his head a little bit there, but goes down as the second out of the inning. Another strikeout for Gabby Hernandez. That brings his total to 7 on the day, And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the designated hitter today, Derek Piles. Piles 1 for 2 thus far as he takes a first pitch strike. Fastball on the outside part. Struck out looking back in the second. Singled back in that big fourth inning for Sugarland. As Gabby Hernandez seems to have found some momentum on the pickoff move. Working quick, delivers a fastball in the dirt here. Piles made his professional debut back in 2006 with the San Diego Surf Dogs of the Golden Baseball League. As he checks his swing here, but doesn't go around to bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Piles didn't play again until 2011 after that 2006 season when he joined the NYSL Federals of the Canadian American Association. Hernandez throws the fastball in the dirt here to bring the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Piles played 2012 in the American Association before moving to the United League Baseball Association in 2013 and 2014, and joined Lancaster in 2015 for his Atlantic League debut. He takes a ball 4, fastball high here, as the 2-out walk will flip the lineup over and bring up the leadoff man tonight, second baseman Josh Prince. Prince is 0 for 3 on the day thus far with 3 of Hernandez's 7 strikeouts, as he bats with a man on and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Hernandez comes set and delivers a ground ball to Garcia, who flips on to Muno at second, and the fielder's choice will end the inning as Gabby Hernandez gives up no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Southern Maryland comes back up in the bottom of the 6th, looking to tie the game when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Blue Crabs fans, the Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10th anniversary season in 2017, and they can't do it without you. Join the team all season long for special giveaways and ongoing 10-year tributes with group tickets starting at just $10. Regency Furniture Stadium's spacious and modern amenities include 16 luxury suites, an all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion with a great view overlooking left field, and the Legends Club, which can host your event of up to 160 people for a game. Call today at 301-638-9788 or visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Attention all Jedis. Please report to Regency Furniture Stadium on July 29th for Star Wars Night as the Blue Crabs take on Lancaster. This night will feature an appearance by Jedi Saber Combat and a post-game firework extravaganza brought to you by PNC Bank. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Brian Barton on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Barton was originally drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 38th round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft. Barton made his MLB debut in 2008 with the St. Louis Cardinals and also appeared in the majors in 2009 with the Atlanta Braves. Barton signed with Southern Maryland in 2011 when he hit .304 with 12 home runs and 17 stolen bases in his debut season with the team. Barton spent 4 years with the Blue Crabs, collecting 26 home runs, 146 RBIs, and 53 stolen bases while appearing in 257 games with the team.
Hey, this is Britt Robertshaw, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as Corey Vaughn leads off the bottom of the 6th for Southern Maryland, looking to break through against the big righty Jake Hale. Hale snaps off a first pitch curveball called strike in the top half of the zone. Vaughn 1 for 2 so far today, singled back in the second, struck out to end the third. As another curveball called strike over the outside part of the plate from Hale brings the count to no balls, 2 strikes. Hale's had good command of the curveball thus far, using it effectively with his tailing fastball Moves back inside on the right-handed hitters for Southern Maryland, as they only have one lefty in the lineup, the switch hitting Danny Muno tonight. That fastball tailed a little bit too far inside, as brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to the left fielder Vaughn. Hale snaps off another curveball, the third of the at-bat, and gets Vaughn swinging, as that one moved well outside of the zone away. But Vaughn couldn't lay off as he goes down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up the hottest hitter on Southern Maryland so far right now, Zach Cohn. Cohn 2 for 2 with 2 doubles off of the mini monster thus far, just missing a home run on both. As Jake Hale comes set and delivers a curveball swung on, fouled off down the right field line. Cohn struggled early on the season, hitting just .211, 4 for 19 in the Blue Crabs' first 2 home series, for catching fire a little bit on the road at Bridgeport, going 4 for 13 in that series and 2 for 2 back home tonight. Back in the second inning, he just missed a home run, hitting about midway up the wall in left field, as he takes a curveball here to even the count 1-1. And then in the fourth inning, he got a hold of one right down the line, thought it might drift foul, but able to hang just inside the wall down there, hitting just to the right of the home run foul pole, about a foot underneath the top of the wall, just missing a home run. As he's out in front of a changeup there and fouls it off towards the Blue Crabs dugout, and he's behind 1-2. That double back in the fourth, he scored on a Patrick Palmero single, the only run of the game thus far for Southern Maryland. Hale comes set and delivers on the 1-2. Another deep shot from Zach Cohn to left field, off of the wall once again, as Zach Cohn is now 3 for 3 with 2 doubles on the game. Zach Cohn has caught fire the last 2 days. Seems to be comfortable at the plate now, as he's done most of the damage off of the big righty Hale so far. Cohn seemed a little uncomfortable at the plate towards the start of the season, pulling his front side out a little bit and lunging at pitches away, but he's hung in there on a couple of curveballs so far tonight, fouling a couple off, and that was a curveball right there that he got nearly all of, hitting just off of the mini monster for the 3rd time tonight. So with 1 out and a man on second, that'll bring up the hard-hitting Patrick Palmero, takes a big cut at a cutter on the outside half, swung on and missed for strike 1. Palmero 1 for 2 on the day so far. Single back in the fourth, plated Cohn from second for the first run of the game for Southern Maryland. He's looking to do more damage here as he digs in and swings on a curveball from Hale to get behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. That RBI back in the fourth was Palmero's 6th of the season. That puts him in the lead for Southern Maryland, 1 ahead of Gary Brown and Zach Wilson. Palmero does have a home run on the year here at Regency Furniture Stadium, as in the second game of the year against Long Island, his home run in the bottom of the 6th tied the game and allowed the Blue Crabs to win later, as he gets a hold of one here to deep left center field. The center fielder drifting back, but not going to be able to get there, as Patrick Palmero takes one out to deep left center field off of his former teammate Jake Hale and ties the game with another home run in the bottom of the 6th inning. The center fielder Miller gave a long look at that one, trailing it all the way to the wall. Cohn didn't get quite a good read on it, froze at second. I thought it was a no-doubter, but stumbled a little bit there. As Cohn froze, I thought it might stay in the ballpark, but that was long gone out of here, up over the bumper boat pool that we mentioned Barfield's home run went into earlier. So a new ball game here in the bottom of the 6th at Regency Furniture, As a 2-run homer from Patrick Palmeiro with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th has the game tied at 3 for the shortstop, Edwin Garcia. Garcia takes a first pitch cutter over the inside, called strike 1. That's Palmeiro's 2nd home run of the season we just mentioned, and his 8th RBI, leading the team thus far. As Garcia cuts on a fastball there, fouls it off, and gets behind no balls, 2 strikes. Palmeiro has hit both of his home runs this season, with the Blue Crabs trailing by 2 in the bottom of the 6th. As Garcia flares one out to left field here, and Benson comes in and makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. We mentioned his other home run back in the 2nd game of the year against Long Island. Blue Crabs were down 5-3 at the time when he put one down the left field line. Long gone to tie that game at 5, and then here tonight to deep left center field, ties the game at 3. That'll bring up the catcher, Mike Blank, as he takes a curveball outside, ball 1. Palmeiro tied that game back on the 21st of April against Long Island, but Blank was the real hero when it all came down to it, as he takes another curveball in the dirt here. Without Palmeiro's 2-run homer, the Blue Crabs wouldn't have been able to win the game on a Mike Blank home run in the bottom of the 8th that set up Cody Epley for his first save of the year. The 2-0 curveball is a called strike over the inside half of the plate to put the ball count at 2 balls, 1 strike. Coming into the game today, Mike Blank was hitting .150 with the 1 home run we mentioned, and 3 RBIs, as he takes a big cut at a curveball that broke off of the plate here to even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blank 0 for 2 on the day so far, reached base on an error back in the 3rd, and grounded out to the 3rd baseman, John Santi, back in the 4th to end that inning. He waits back on a curveball here, but gets under it a little bit as it's fouled towards the visiting dugout. First baseman Nelson misreads it a little bit, but able to get under it for the final out of the inning, but not before a big home run from Patrick Palmeiro scores 2, as the Blue Crabs put up 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. A tie ball game as the Blue Crabs turn to the bullpen when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Zach Wilson, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, don't forget that every Sunday is Kids Day at Regency Furniture Stadium. Every Sunday home game throughout the year, kids can enjoy a pre-game autograph session with the players, as well as free admission to Pinch's Playground and post-game run the bases on the Blue Crabs field. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jim Ed Warden on being named the closer on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Warden was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 6th round of the 2001 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2009, where he picked up 13 saves with a 1.12 ERA in 17 appearances. Over 6 seasons with the team, Warden appeared in 284 games and collected a Blue Crabs record 134 saves. Saturday, August 26th is National Dog Day, which means Bark at the Park is back at Regency Furniture Stadium. Be sure to pack up the pups and bring them out for a day of dog-friendly fun at the ballpark as the Blue Crabs take on the Sugarland Skeeters. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is James Frisbee, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we have a new ball game heading to the top of the 7th as a 2-run homer from Patrick Palmero tied the game, and the Blue Crabs turn to the bullpen and bring in the hard-throwing righty Sam Runyon. Runyon's first task is Lance Zawadski, who takes the first pitch fastball tailing out of the zone away for ball 1. Runyon kicks and delivers. Curveball misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. Runyon threw in yesterday's game. Error in the final scorebook said that he did not throw, but he did throw 2/3 of an inning yesterday. He gave up 1 unearned run and was actually hit with the loss in that one. As Zawadski takes a big cut on a 2-0 fastball here, but out in front as he's ahead in the count 2-1 here against Runyon. Runyon comes set, kicks and delivers a curveball, swung on, ripped down the first base line. First base umpire, coach, I should say, first base umpire and coach jump out of the way of that one as the count evens up at 2-2. Runyon 6'4", 220 out of Asheville, North Carolina. He spent last season between Double and Triple A of the Washington Nationals organization. Combined, he finished with a 3-2 record, 6.20 ERA in 33 games, 32 strikeouts in 49 innings as he gets Zawadski to foul one back here. Zawadski stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The shortstop is 0 for 2 on the day thus far, with a hit by pitch, putting him on base in the 4th. Runyon comes set, kicks and delivers the 2-2, fouled back over the press box and out into the parking lot. As Zawadski's putting up a fight in this at-bat, Sam Runyon's first batter of the game. The home run from Palmero gets the starter Gabby Hernandez off the hook. Hernandez not a bad outing. 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, but just 1 earned. He walked 1, hit 2, and struck out 7 in his second outing of the season. Runyon delivers a fastball, just misses inside here to run the count full to the leadoff man in the inning, the 2-hitter on the night for Sugar Land, shortstop Lance Zawadski. So Runyon comes set here for the payoff pitch, kicks and delivers a fastball, hit to right field. Cone drifting back a couple of steps and to his right, makes the catch. As that one sounded good off of the bat, but the hard wind blowing from right field to left got under it a little too much, and that ball died out in right field. Regency Furniture Stadium is a hitter's park most of the time, but then again, most hitters are right-handed. The lefty Zawadski got the unfortunate effect of the wind tunnel that comes into this stadium as the ball jumps out to right field, but dies often on fly balls to left. That'll bring up the 3-hitter, Jeremy Barfield, who swings on a first pitch curveball and misses. Barfield's 2 for 3 on the day so far. Single back in the first. His home run in the 3rd opened up the scoring, and he grounded out to short with the bases loaded back in the 4th. Calls time and steps out here behind Runyon, 0-1. As he digs back in, Runyon digs back into the mound. Working out of the stretch, comes set, kicks and delivers a fastball, called strike right down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes to the big hitting Barfield. Runyon, a hard-throwing righty, mixes in a couple of off-speed pitches. He has a curveball, changeup, fastball that sits around 92 to 94. Has reached as high as 96 in his career. He's ahead of Barfield here, 0-2, as he kicks and delivers a curveball breaks off the plate and away into the left-handed batter's box. The count goes to 1-2. Coming into the game so far this season, Jeremy Barfield was hitting .405, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. 2006 with Sugarland, he hit .306 with 27 home runs, 95 RBIs, 87 runs scored. He was named the 2016 MVP as he swings and misses here, going down on strikes against the hard-throwing righty Sam Runyon, who records his second out of the inning. As I was saying, Barfield was the 2016 MVP and was awarded the home run crown as well, as his 27 was a league high. So with 2 outs here, that'll bring in the catcher, Travis Scott. Scott 0 for 3 so far on the day. As he's favored the pull side, the infield shifts with him. As Runyon kicks and delivers first pitch curveball low and inside. Scott has lined out to second, grounded out to second, and then a 3 unassisted to start off the 5th. The infield has shifted him all night, does it once again as he favors the pull. Snyder hugging the line, Muno in control of the hole, and Garcia behind second, as that one's a called strike to bring the count to 1-1. Palmeiro just about 2 or 3 steps to his left out of his normal position at third base. Not the normal full shift you see where the second baseman moves into the outfield and the shortstop moves to second base. Palmeiro does have control of the third base side of the infield as that curveball swung on and fouled back from the lefty Scott. The major league shift you've grown accustomed to from batters like David Ortiz would take Muno, put him in shallow right, move Palmeiro over to the shortstop area, and bring Edwin Garcia over to the second base side of the bag. But Garcia is about 2 steps to the shortstop side of the bag, leaving a little bit of a hole up the middle by second base. As Scott fouls one back, a hard liner shoots into the crowd here as he stays alive, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runyon looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. As he digs back into the mound with ahead in the count 1-2 with 2 outs. As Scott flares one out towards second baseman Danny Muno there. Muno shades into shallow center field and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Sam Runyon. As that will bring up the Blue Crabs top of the lineup once again when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Be sure to join us at the ballpark May 12th as the Blue Crabs begin their 10th anniversary giveaway series. That night, the Blue Crabs will start the giveaway series by giving out a 10 Years True, 10 Years Blue pennant and a commemorative pen celebrating the 2008 inaugural season. Join us as we journey throughout 10 years of Blue Crabs baseball with 4 more home games, giving out commemorative pins of things such as the 2009 Liberty Division Championship and the 2013 All-Star Game held right here at Regency Furniture Stadium. For more information on the 10th anniversary giveaway series, check out our website at somdbluecrabs.com. Hey fans, be sure to join us every Thursday home game for Foster's Grill Wings and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game, as well as 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer. The event takes place every Thursday home game throughout the season from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in our Legends Club. For more information on this or any other exciting offers throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. This season, Pinch is going green at Regency Furniture Stadium as part of the Blue Crabs Claws for a Cause. With the help of local organizations, the Blue Crabs and Pinch will bring ways for you to do your part and help out the local Southern Maryland community. Be sure to check out all the information at somdbluecrabs.com/claws for a cause.
Hey, this is Sam Runyon, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back here inside Regency Furniture Stadium, tie ball game in the bottom of the 7th, 3-3, as the night has come to an end for Jake Hale, and Sugar Land turns to the bullpen. It'll be the right-handed throwing Andrew Johnston. Johnston will face the top of the lineup for Southern Maryland as the leadoff hitter Gary Brown digs in from the right side. Johnston 6'5", 210 pounds out of St. Louis, Missouri. Comes set and throws a called strike on the inside to Gary Brown. Brown 1 for 2 on the night so far with a hit by pitch as he takes that fastball inside from Johnston. Johnston was drafted in the 9th round of the 2005 MLB draft by the Colorado Rockies. Spent 7 seasons in the Rockies organization, reaching as high as AAA in 2010 and 2011. As he comes set and delivers a fastball high and inside, Brown hops out of the way. The count goes to 2-1. Johnston made his Atlantic League debut in 2013 with Camden, starting the 2014 season there as well, before joining Sugar Land. In 2+ seasons with the Skeeters so far, he has a 9-4 record and has recorded 4 saves. As Brown's out in front of that off-speed pitch there, fouls it off the catcher, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last season with Sugar Land, Johnston recorded a 5-2 record with a 1.78 ERA. Picked up those 4 saves we mentioned in 61 games of relief for Sugar Land. As it looks like righty Jesse Beal is up and throwing in the Blue Crabs bullpen for the 8th inning. Brown flares one into shallow center here. Center fielder Miller charging in, makes the catch to record the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up second baseman Danny Muno with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Muno 0 for 2 with a walk so far on the day. Fallen into a bit of a slump here as of late, as he went just 1 for 10 over the weekend. The one was a home run, though, to tie the game on Saturday as he takes a first pitch fastball called strike here. So Johnston working out of the stretch, comes set, delivers to the switch hitting Muno, who shoots one back up the middle. Backhanded up the middle by Prince and on to first for the second out of the inning. As Muno grounds out to his counterpart there, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Zach Wilson, with nobody on and 2 outs. Wilson 1 for 3, singled with 2 outs back in the 5th, but was stranded there. So Johnston comes set, delivers a fastball up and in to Wilson on the first pitch. Day has come to an end for Jake Hale. Johnston coming on in relief. Hale threw 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. As Johnston delivers another fastball high here, 2-0. Hale walked 1, hit 1, struck out 5. Will not factor in the decision tonight, as the 2 runs he gave up in the bottom of the 6th tied the game before he was removed. That pitch called a strike, very low and very away, to the 3-hitter Zach Wilson. That'll bring the count to 2-1, as Johnston comes set, kicks and delivers. Curveball called strike, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th as Andrew Johnston comes in and gets Zach Wilson swinging there for a 1-2-3 inning out of the bullpen. Good work from Andrew Johnston as he sets the Blue Crabs down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Blue Crabs turn to the bullpen when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Ryan Wiggins, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
This summer, Paint the Park Pink returns to Regency Furniture Stadium on June 17th as your Southern Maryland Blue Crabs take on the New Britain Bees. Be sure to come out and show your support for Maryland Charles Regional Medical Center as they aim to raise awareness for breast cancer. The Blue Crabs will host a post-game jersey auction with all proceeds returning to MCRMC. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, get ready because August 18th is Washington Sports Night with the Blue Crabs. Friday, August 18th, the Blue Crabs will welcome Screech from the Washington Nationals and Gee Whiz from the Washington Wizards to Regency Furniture Stadium for a night of mascot fun with our very own Pinch. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
Make sure you get Dad out to the ballpark on June 18th to celebrate Father's Day as the Blue Crabs finish their series against the New Britain Bees. All fathers will have a chance post-game to participate in the Blue Crabs remote control dig for a chance to win a TV prize package. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Everybody, this is not Henry Carey, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball on the Blue Crabs Broadcasting Network. Go Blue Crabs!
Back here inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs turn to the bullpen once again in a tie ball game here in the top of the 8th. It'll be the right-handed Jesse Beal coming in to face the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Skeeters here in the 8th inning. First pitch grounded to Palmero. Palmero picks it up onto first. Snyder not able to dig it out as Benson might have been safe anyway. We'll see the official scoring there as Palmero was playing deep behind the third base bag. But they're going to give him an error here as the leadoff man Benson reaches for the second time in the game on an error. So Beal comes on in relief of Sam Runyon. Runyon threw 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, recorded 1 strikeout. So the leadoff man's on here in the top of the 8th, and that'll bring up first baseman Chris Nelson. Nelson 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. As the hard-throwing Beal comes set and delivers low. Beal 6'6", 245 out of Washington, D.C., pitched last season for the Sussex County Miners of the Canadian American Association. Comes set, gives a look at first, kicks and delivers, swung on and missed to even the count 1-1. Beal's thrown 3 innings on the year. He's given up 2 hits, no walks, and 2 Ks. He picked up a win. Last outing was in the Blue Crabs win on Saturday, as he picked up the win in extra innings of that one. As Nelson squares around the bunt here, pulls back, but a called strike anyway will bring the count to 1-2. There's a little bit of noise there from the Sugarland dugout, as they thought that one might have missed low and away. So Beal's ahead 1-2 here, as he's giving a long look into blank. Comes set, gives a look at first. Slide step and deliver a fastball, just misses outside. Last season with Sussex County, Jesse Beal finished 2-0 with a 2.59 ERA. In 22 games, he finished 8, collected 5 saves, 31 strikeouts in 24 innings. As he comes set here for the 2-2, Gives a look. Swung on. Ground ball to Garcia at short. Flip on to Muno, who turns on to first. In time for the double play here. A great turn from Danny Muno. Picks up 2 outs on a 6-4-3 double play. As Jesse Beal works around the first pitch error in the inning from Patrick Palmero to get 2 outs and bring up the third baseman, Anthony Giansanti. Giansanti 1 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch and a fielder's choice run scored back in the 4th. As Beal gets a first pitch curveball called strike here to Giansanti. Giansanti, not really known as a power threat, has just 26 home runs thus far, as that one's hit towards Palmero, who makes a diving effort but kicks off of his glove here. As that's going to go down as a base hit here in the top of the 8th. Palmero was hugging the line here a little bit. And had to make a diving stop to keep that one in the infield. But a 2-out single from Anthony Giansanti will bring up the center fielder, Derek Miller. Miller 1 for 3 on the day thus far with a strikeout looking in his last at-bat in the 6th. The hard-throwing Beal comes set and blows a fastball by Miller for strike 1. Miller hit into an infield fly back in the 2nd inning. Singled in the 4th, but was stranded on 3rd as Gabby Hernandez worked out of a bases-loaded jam that inning. And then he struck out looking in the 6th, like we mentioned. So Beal gives a look at first, kicks and delivers. That one's flared into right field. Zach Cohn charging in, makes the catch to end the inning here. As Jesse Beal comes in, gives up no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Blue Crabs look to put up a run and get the game over to the closer, Cody Epley, when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Be sure to join us at select Saturday home games throughout the season as the Blue Crabs light up the Southern Maryland night sky with post-game Saturday night firework extravaganzas. For more information on this event or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Dr. Milu and the courteous and professional staff at Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center in Waldorf want you to know that for cases of cancer and blood disorders such as anemia, leukemia, and lymphoma, you don't have to travel all the way to D.C. or Baltimore to get high-quality, compassionate care close to home. Established in 1995, Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center offers expertise, experience, and the highest standards needed for successful treatment of cancer and blood disorders. Dr. Milu is excited to be a part of the Blue Crabs family as the new sponsor of the Silver Sluggers program and games for the 2017 season. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 301-638-1007 or visit cancerandblooddisorderscenter.com.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Ryan Mulhern on being named the designated hitter on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Mulhern was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 11th round of the 2003 amateur draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2011 when he hit .348 with 10 home runs in his first season with the team. In 2 seasons with the Blue Crabs, Mulhern collected 19 home runs, 65 RBIs, and scored 53 runs while appearing in 80 games.
Hey, this is Jesse Beal, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, tie game heading to the bottom of the 8th as the Blue Crabs come up to bat, looking to get a run for their closer, Cody Epley, who's up and throwing in the bullpen. Michael Snyder will lead off the inning as the Skeeters have once again turned to their bullpen as Mark Haynes is in to throw for Sugarland. He delivers a first pitch curveball in the dirt to the powerful Snyder. Snyder 0 for 3 on the day thus far, 2 strikeouts. As Haynes comes set and delivers fastball called strike here. Haynes on in relief of Andrew Johnston. Johnston came out of the bullpen, worked a scoreless 7th. Pitching 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 1 K in the inning. Righty on righty matchup here as Snyder digs in against the 8th inning man for Sugarland. Haynes kicks and delivers a long shot from Michael Snyder here down the third baseline, tailing foul, as that one had the distance, but a little bit out in front of it. Mike Snyder got a hold of that one. We mentioned he led the Blue Crabs in home runs last season with 25, but has struggled to find his power stroke thus far. He does lead the team in doubles on the year, but hasn't found the other side of the fence yet. Count stays where it is, 1 ball, 2 strikes, as Haynes kicks and delivers. Snyder out in front of that one, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. And he's the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Corey Vaughn. Vaughn, the hero for Southern Maryland last week, as he homered against York and allowed the Blue Crabs to win Game 2 of a Wednesday doubleheader. 0.25 ERA, and picked up 15 saves in 40 games pitched for Kansas City that year. As he bounces a curveball here, and the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haynes picked up 50 strikeouts in 44 innings while throwing in the American Association last year. He's got a 2-2 count here to Vaughn, who calls time and steps out. Digs back into the right-handed batter's box here, looking to avoid back-to-back strikeouts. Haynes kicks and delivers a fastball low and away, and that'll run the count full as Cody Epley continues to warm up down in the Blue Crabs bullpen, preparing for the 9th inning. It appears the day is done for Jesse Beal, as Epley will come in regardless of the save situation or not. So Haynes comes set. Vaughn right on that one, but fouls it straight back to stay alive in the at-bat. Vaughn digs back in, facing the payoff pitch one more time as Haynes kicks and delivers. Change up, Vaughn well out in front of that one, and he goes down on strikes as Mark Haynes has come out of the bullpen and struck out the first 2 Blue Crabs he faced. But that'll bring in the most dangerous hitter on the Southern Maryland team right now, Zach Cohn. Cohn 3 for 3 on the night so far with 3 doubles. He's just missed 3 home runs as he's taken a pitch in every at-bat thus far off the middle to top of the mini monster. Takes a first pitch called strike here to Haynes. This is the first Monday game of the season for the Blue Crabs. As Haynes kicks and delivers. Swung on and missed from Cone. No balls and 2 strikes. The Blue Crabs finished April 5-5, as they currently sit tied for second in the Freedom Division. They've scored only 2 eighth-run inning runs thus far this season. As Haynes kicks and delivers a fastball, swung on and missed up in the zone, and Cone goes down swinging for the first time tonight. As Mark Haynes comes in and strikes out the side, Blue Crabs go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Blue Crabs take the field in a tie ball game. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center in Waldorf is your new sponsor of the Silver Sluggers program on Tuesday nights all season long. Silver Sluggers members receive tickets to every Tuesday night game, including the 4th of July, a commemorative t-shirt, they get to play baseball bingo during the games, and much more. Guests can even learn more about how CBDTC can help you at their table located on the concourse every Tuesday night. For more information on the Silver Sluggers, visit somdbluecrabs.com. And for more information on the wonderful life-saving work that Dr. Milo and his staff do, call them today at 301-638-1007. Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center. High quality, compassionate care, close to home. Blue Crabs fans, be sure to come out to the ballpark on Saturday night, June 3rd, as the Blue Crabs celebrate halfway to Small Business Saturday. On this day, the team will honor local small businesses by allowing them to showcase their goods and services on the stadium concourse. Then, post-game, the Blue Crabs will celebrate Halloween in June, inviting children and families onto the Regency Furniture Stadium field for a candy drop. That's right, a helicopter will fly in and drop candy all over the outfield for everyone to enjoy. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jim Ed Warden on being named the closer on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Warden was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 6th round of the 2001 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2009, where he picked up 13 saves with a 1.12 ERA in 17 appearances. Over 6 seasons with the team, Warden appeared in 284 games and collected a Blue Crabs record 134 saves.
Hey, this is Cody Epley, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, as Cody Epley, the closer for Southern Maryland, takes the mound in a non-save situation tonight. Epley comes set, kicks and delivers. Running fastball swung on and missed there for strike 1 to the number 9 hitter, designated hitter Derek Piles. Epley comes on for Jesse Beal, who worked a scoreless 8th inning. Beal threw 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, but no runs. Didn't record a walk or a strikeout, as Epley just misses the outside corner there. Epley's thrown 4 times for the Blue Crabs this season. This is his second non-save opportunity of the year. As he comes set, kicks and delivers, swung on, fouled into the Blue Crabs dugout here, and the count goes to 1-2. He recorded a save on the road at Bridgeport in the Blue Crabs 6-4 Saturday win in extra innings. Epley pitched a scoreless 10th to earn Jesse Beal his first win of the year. On the season, Epley's thrown 4 innings, given up 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 6 Ks. As check swing, yes he did, and Epley sits down Piles swinging to start the inning. Epley 6'5", 215 pounds out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's 3 for 3 on the year in save opportunities thus far. The one game he came in that wasn't a save opportunity was game 1, I believe, of the doubleheader. He picked up the loss in that one as he gave up his only run of the year. A 2-out walk to the number 9 hitter for Long Island. As Epley comes set, delivers a first pitch called strike on the inside half of the plate to Josh Prince. He gave up a 2-out walk to the Long Island catcher, who was pinch run for that day by Phelan Lentini. Lentini stole second, and a Delta Cleary single scored what proved to be the winning run in that Sunday doubleheader against Long Island. Game 2 of that series, actually, now that I think about it. Count runs to 1-1 as Epley faces the leadoff man, Prince, who's 0 for 4 on the day thus far. That fastball misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Epley's ERA sits at 2.25 on the year thus far, as he's picked up 3 of the 4 saves for the Blue Crabs this season. Sam Runyon, who we saw back in the 7th, earned the other one. As Epley gets the running fastball to catch the outside part of the plate and bring the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Prince 0 for 4 on the day, looking to avoid his 4th strikeout as he checks his swing here. Blank asked for an appeal down to first, but he didn't go, and that'll run the count full. As Austin Gore, the leader of the Blue Crew, has the Crustacean Nation flag flying high down the third baseline over the Blue Crabs' home dugout. Epley comes set for the 3-2, lined at Danny Muno, who drops it, finds it in shallow right, but not in time, as that one was lined at Muno, about a step to his left side, not able to snag that one, and that'll go down as another error for the Blue Crabs as the rain begins to pour down here at Regency Furniture Stadium. We knew this was coming tonight. We were hoping to get the game in before it hit, as rain has been in the forecast. There's a big storm cell moving through the mountains earlier. It was expected to hit about 8 o'clock, and then that got backed up to about between 9 and 10 o'clock, and here it is, around 9:15. Epley gets a first pitch foul ball down the third baseline as he faces Lance Zawadski with 1 out and a man on first. Epley kicks and delivers a fastball, just misses inside to the lefty Zawadski, who's 0 for 3 on the day with a hit by pitch. As what's left of the crowd here runs for cover as the rain begins to go down harder. A big cut from Zawadski as Prince takes off from first, and he's upstanding. No throw from the catcher Blank as he couldn't get a grip on the wet baseball. That'll put a runner in scoring position here with a 1-2 count and 1 out here as the rain comes down harder by the second. Epley looking for his second strikeout of the inning. Trying to keep the ball dry. Comes set. Gives a look at second. Kicks and delivers. Back up the middle. Fielded by Edwin Garcia. On to first for the second out of the inning. Garcia was holding the runner at second. Didn't have to move much. Able to make that play right up the middle to record the second out of the inning, but that'll move Prince to third for the powerful Jeremy Barfield. Barfield 2 for 4 on the night so far with a home run back in the third. struck out in his last at-bat back in the 7th against Sam Runyon, as he has an opportunity to put Sugar Land ahead here in the top of the 9th off of the closer, Cody Epley. Epley comes set, gives a look at third, kicks and delivers. Barfield squares around a bunt, but fouls it back. As Barfield, the powerful hitter, has the Blue Crabs infield playing way back. Former teammate Patrick Palmero is about 10 steps behind third base. Edwin Garcia, the shortstop, is deep in the hole, and Danny Muno just a couple of steps to the left of second. They have a little bit of a righty shift on Barfield, who attempted to sneak in a hit there and score the go-ahead run. Epley ahead 0-1 in the count. Sets and delivers. Fastball just misses outside to even the count 1-1. So the stolen base proves to be big here, as Zawatsky was able to advance the runner to third and put him in a position where if a ball were to get away from catcher Mike Blank, Sugar Land could take the lead here. As Epley comes set and delivers a 1-1 fastball as Barfield flies the bat into the crowd, as the wet bat slipped out of his hands there on that foul ball. Able to recover it from on top of the Blue Crabs dugout and return it to Barfield. As it looks like that bat broke when it hit the crowd. It hit the first row of seats before rolling back on to the top of the dugout. And it appears from what I can see that it shattered at the top of the handle there when it hit the seats. So Barfield grabs a new piece of lumber and he'll dig back into the right-handed batter's box. A righty-around-righty matchup as Cody Epley looks to work around an error by second baseman Danny Muno. Epley comes set in a 1-2 count. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and missed on the outside half of the plate as the rain has lightened up a little bit here. Epley gets Barfield swinging. He allows no runs, no hits, one error, and one left on base. Blue Crabs look to earn Cody Epley his first win of the year. When we come back, the dangerous Patrick Palmero leads us off in the bottom of the 9th. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Attention all Boy Scouts, Friday, June 23rd is Boy Scouts Night and Sleepover with the Blue Crabs, presented by Maryland 529. All Boy Scouts will be recognized during the game against Bridgeport and have the opportunity to register for the post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to thank Apple Spice Junction for their sponsorship for the upcoming 2017 season. Be sure to check out Apple Spice's unique box delivery services with breakfast offerings ranging from pastries and fruit to gourmet eggs and seasoned potatoes. Or you can check out Apple Spice for lunch with sandwiches featuring freshly baked breads, fine meats and cheeses, and crisp veggies. Or you could try one of their homemade soups, healthy salads, or fresh baked treats. For more information on Apple Spice Junction, you can go online and visit their website at applespice.com, or you can check out their local location at 6750 Crane Highway, located in La Plata.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10-year anniversary in style this season at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, but they cannot do it without you. Fans can enjoy a day at their all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion in one of 16 luxury suites, or just relaxing with friends and family anytime at any of their 70 home games all summer long. The Kids Park keeps the kids happy and active, while Mom and Dad can enjoy great food and cold drinks all night before stopping in the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack souvenir store. Lights over Southern Maryland fireworks on select Saturdays, player autographs and kids run the bases on Sundays, and much more mean you're an honorary member of Crustacean Nation USA and you don't even know it. Call today at 301-638-9788 or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information, schedules, to purchase tickets, or plan your next event.
Hey, this is Justin DeFreitas, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as Patrick Palmero digs in for the bottom of the ninth against Evan Reed coming out of the bullpen for Sugarland. Reed comes in after a scoreless eighth inning was worked by Mark Haynes. Haynes struck out the side in order, pitching 1 inning, no hits, striking out all 3 he faced. So that'll bring in Palmero, who's 2 for 3 on the day so far, with a big home run back in the 6th that tied the game. As he takes a ball inside here, you'd imagine the powerful third baseman is looking to end the game here against his former team. He was released towards the end of the 2016 season with Sugarland. He was on their 2015 championship team. As he looks to do some damage right here. As he shoots one in the hole between first and second. That one's fielded and on to first for a slow rolling out number 1. Reed was drafted by the Texas Rangers in the 3rd round of the 2007 MLB Draft. The 6'4" righty spent parts of 4 seasons in the Texas organization before moving to the Miami organization to end the 2011 season and start the 2012 season. Reed's next task is the shortstop, Edwin Garcia. Garcia 0 for 3 on the night thus far, as he bails out on a changeup there called strike 1. Reed 6'4", 255 at a Goodyear, Arizona. Has 10 years of professional baseball experience as well as some time in the majors, as Garcia flares one out to shallow center here. The second baseman, Prince, drifts back into the outfield grass to record the second out of the inning and bring up another big bat for the Blue Crabs, Mike Blank. Blank 0 for 3, reached on an error back in the 3rd thus far. Struggled at the plate this season with the average, but does have the power that if he can find one up in the zone here, can do some damage and potentially walk it off for the Blue Crabs in the bottom of the 9th. Reed comes set, delivers a fastball outside, ball 1 to Blank. Mentioned Reed spent all of 2012 in the Miami Marlins organization. Was claimed by the Detroit Tigers in 2013. Made his MLB debut with Detroit that season. As he kicks and delivers to Blank, a hard hit ball into the left center field gap. After it is Benson, who doesn't make the catch on the track. Mike Blank just missed a walk-off home run there, but nonetheless a 2-out double puts the Blue Crabs in business here with Gary Brown digging in with the chance to walk it off for Southern Maryland. Blank got all of that one, but a little bit of the humid, wet air out here in Regency Furniture Stadium as the rain seems to have slowed way down, potentially stopped. The wind we talked about earlier blowing from right to left has died down. If that wind was still kicking, I think that one would have ended the game. But nonetheless, man on second, 2 outs for the leadoff man, Gary Brown. Reed kicks and delivers to Brown, swung on and missed for strike 1. Coming into today, Brown was hitting .306 with 1 home run. He was tied for the team lead at 5 RBIs. Patrick Palmero has 3 on the day so far. So Brown is now tied for second. He's 1 for 3 so far. Single in the first, hit by pitch in the 3rd. As he looks to find the outfield here and potentially score Blank. As Reed comes set, Blank with a big secondary lead. Brown swings and misses on a curveball here. The outfield very shallow for Sugarland, with the catcher on second not super scared of the speed. So a ball over their heads would end it, but they're willing to risk that and try to cut down the run at the plate. So Brown behind, no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Evan Reed comes set, kicks and delivers fastball up and away. So we mentioned Brown made his major league debut in 2013 with the Tigers. He pitched in 42 major league games to date with a 4.20 ERA in 2 seasons. Spent 2016 with the Lincoln Salt Dogs, posting a 3-4 record, a 1.98 ERA, and 22 saves in 40 games. 44 strikeouts in 41 innings that year. So he comes set here with a 1-2 count. Delivers a pitch inside to Brown, who fouls it back. Staying alive at 1-2. Brown went 2 for 5 yesterday in the loss at Bridgeport. He drove in a run and scored 2 of his own as he looks for his first RBI tonight, which would be a game winner here in the bottom of the 9th. Reed gives a look, comes set, takes a look at second at blank, kicks and delivers. Change up low and away in the dirt to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If Brown were to reach base and blank not score, Danny Muno waits on deck. Muno 0 for 3 with a walk so far today. So Reed comes set, delivers a fastball, swung on and missed by Brown over the outside half. As Reed works around a 2-out double, gives up no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're heading to extras. When we come back, Southern Maryland goes to the bullpen once again as the lefty David Russo comes in. We'll give you the details when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey fans, this is Austin Fleet, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Be sure to join us at the ballpark every Tuesday home game for our new 2-days. During these games, concessions will be offering fans $2 pretzels, popcorn, and peanuts. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
The Blue Crabs are excited to welcome local Tri-County schools to Regency Furniture Stadium for our baseball and education days. Wednesday, May 3rd and Wednesday, May 17th, the Blue Crabs will welcome area students for a day of baseball and learning fun at the ballpark. This will include in-game learning activities as well as performances by the Knights of Medieval Times. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Christian Lopez on being voted by fans as the starting catcher on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Lopez was drafted in the 6th round of the 2003 MLB Amateur Draft by the Tampa Bay Rays. Lopez signed with Southern Maryland in 2010 where he hit .274 with 7 home runs and 7 stolen bases in his debut season. Lopez was also named an Atlantic League All-Star in what proved to be his final season with the team, 2012. In 285 career games for the Blue Crabs, Lopez collected 20 home runs, 106 RBIs, and 26 stolen bases.
Hey, this is Zach Cohn, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we're playing free baseball here, heading to the top of the 10th inning. Blue Crabs turn to the bullpen once again, bring on the lefty David Russo, who delivers a first pitch ball low to the big catcher Travis Scott. Russo on in relief for Cody Epley, who worked a scoreless ninth inning, pitching around an error by the second baseman. As Russo gets a strike across the outside part of the plate here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Epley threw 1 inning, gave up no hits, no runs, recorded 2 strikeouts before turning it over to Russo. That fastball's fouled off of the inside leg of Scott, who goes down in a hurry there. Seems to be in a little bit of pain as that one caught his inside leg. As he hobbles around here outside of the left-handed batter's box. Looks to be okay, though, as he waits for the home plate umpire, who brushes off the plate a little bit to buy him some time before digging back in. Russo, 5'11", 175. Southpaw out of Monterey, California. Last appearance came back on April 27th against York, as he gets a curveball outside, swinging here to get Travis Scott down, as the leadoff man goes down on strikes for Sugarland, and that'll bring up the left fielder Joe Benson. Benson 0 for 4 on the day, has reached by error twice, including back in the 4th where he led off and scored a run. Russo on the air, 3.2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks coming into today, 6 now after the leadoff man, as he misses with a fastball inside here. Hasn't factored in the decision, but hasn't allowed a run yet, as the ERA sits at 0. So Russo comes set, delivers a fastball inside here, just misses. He's worked in long relief for the Blue Crabs already this season, as he may be asked to go a couple of innings here, not wanting to waste the whole bullpen. As Benson shoots one to center field here, Brown comes charging in but pulls up as that one gets down in front of him for a 1-out single by Joe Benson. So that'll bring up Chris Nelson. Nelson 1 for 3 on the day with a walk. Grounded into a 6-4-3 double play back in the 8th inning against Jesse Beal. For Russo's debut with the Blue Crabs, he threw 1 2/3 innings. Like I was saying, he may be asked to go a couple of innings here, as the Blue Crabs are still over a week away from their next off day. As that fastball misses inside here. Look around the rest of the Atlantic League real quick. Somerset gets a big victory over New Britain as they win 12-1. Bridgeport leads Lancaster 7-6 in the bottom of the 9th, as Russo misses a fastball inside here. And Long Island currently on top of the York Revolution 7-4 in the top of the 7th. So a couple of games still going on. Blue Crabs trail York by just half a game, so if Long Island were to hold on to that, as Nelson gets a hold of one here to left field, Vaughn backing up, back against the wall, and that one is gone, as Chris Nelson gets a hold of one there and just gets out over the left field wall. Corey Vaughn had a good read on it but ran out of room as a 1-out home run gives Sugarland the lead once again here in the top of the 10th inning. That's Nelson's first home run of the season, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Anthony Giansanti. My point now mute, as I was going to say, if York able to finish losing that game and the Blue Crabs win this one, we would regain first place in the division. But now trailing by 2, got a little bit of work to do here in the 10th as Russo delivers a first pitch ball to John Santi. Fastball swung on and missed there. Those are the first 2 runs of the year given up by David Russo. And as we mentioned, the first home run for Chris Nelson. So Russo with a 1-1 count and 1 out comes set and delivers a check swing, called strike anyway. As John Santi a little bit upset with that one. So the home plate umpire has been generous with the outside corner for both teams' pitchers all night. As Russo with a 1-2 fastball misses low and away. John Santi was drafted by the Oakland A's in the 49th round of the 2009 MLB draft. He never played a single game in the Oakland organization, immediately moving to the Cubs organization. As he swings and misses and goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning against Russo here. So Russo has 2 strikeouts, but sandwiched in between that was a single by Joe Benson and a home run to left field from Chris Nelson. So with 2 outs here in the top of the 10th, that'll bring up the center fielder, Derek Miller. Miller batting from the right side has the advantage on paper over Russo, who pumps in strike over the outside part of the plate. So Russo ahead here. No balls, 1 strike. Gets a changeup called strike 1 here. Or strike 2 here, excuse me. Miller on the year, 1 for 2 against lefties. As Russo looks to work out of the 10th inning here. Kicks and delivers, swung on, ground ball to short. Garcia picks it up, fires on to first for the 3rd out of the inning. As David Russo strikes out the side, but not in order, as he gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left on base. Blue Crabs trail by 2 coming up in the bottom of the 10th. Looking to get it back when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Every Tuesday night is Silver Sluggers Night with the Blue Crabs, sponsored by the Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center. Membership to the Silver Sluggers starts at just $25, and all members will receive tickets to every Tuesday home game, including our 4th of July Red, White, and Blue Crabs celebration, as well as a special Silver Sluggers t-shirt. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, get ready because August 18th is Washington Sports Night with the Blue Crabs. Friday, August 18th, the Blue Crabs will welcome Screech from the Washington Nationals and Gee Whiz from the Washington Wizards to Regency Furniture Stadium for a night of mascot fun with our very own Pinch. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jeremy Owens on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Owens was originally drafted by the San Diego Padres in the 8th round of the 1998 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland for their debut season in 2008, and in 2009 he collected 28 home runs and 80 RBIs while stealing 15 bases. Owens spent 7 seasons playing for the Blue Crabs, compiling 105 home runs, 340 RBIs, and 98 stolen bases, while appearing in a Blue Crabs record 737 career games.
Hi, this is Pat Mish, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we are in the bottom of the 10th. Blue Crabs trailing 5-3, but with the right part of the lineup up to bat here as the 2-3-4 come to the plate for Southern Maryland to face Felipe Paulino. Danny Muno leads off, takes a fastball inside, ball 1. Paulino comes on in relief of Evan Reed, who worked a scoreless 9th inning, is in line for the win. Should the score hold where it is, he threw 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, a long double to Mike Blank that just missed, ending it here for Southern Maryland. but was stranded there as Gary Brown struck out swinging to end the 9th inning. Muno ahead 2 balls, no strikes against the righty Paulino. 6'3", 270 pounds out of Pearland, Texas. Comes set, delivers to the switch hitting Muno. Called strike over the inside. Brings the count to 2-1. Muno 0 for 3 on the day with a walk back in the 3rd inning. Looks to get the Blue Crabs started here against Paulino, who will serve as the de facto closer tonight. Paulino's 2-1 misses inside. And that'll bring the count to 3-1 as Danny Muno looks to get on base any way he can. Potentially drawing his 2nd walk of the game thus far. Paulino out of the stretch, winds and delivers, misses low for a leadoff walk to Danny Muno. Paulino's already recorded 3 saves on the year for Sugarland, as he's served as the closer all season long for the Skeeters, and will do it again here. Paulino's thrown 4.1 innings on the year. Giving up 2 runs, though. ERA sits at 4.15 as in steps the 3-hitter, the dangerous Zach Wilson, as Paulino misses away here. Paulino was signed in 2003 as an international free agent out of for the Astros organization. He reached the major leagues in September of 2007 at the age of 23. He spent 6 seasons in the MLB, bouncing around the Astros, Rockies, Royals, and Chicago White Sox. As he comes set behind Zach Wilson, 1-0 here, delivers a fastball swung on and missed to even the count 1-1. Paulino pitched in 97 career Major League games. He made 63 starts, posted a 13-34 record with a 5.22 ERA and 373 strikeouts and 403 MLB innings. As the hard-throwing righty delivers an off-speed pitch, breaking away from Wilson here, and gets him swinging to go 1-2. So Wilson behind 1-2. Muno with a decent lead off of first, as Paulino looks to record the first out of the inning. Paulino gives a look at Muno, kicks and delivers the 1-2 curveball, fouled off down the right field line as Wilson stays alive here. Wilson, another guy on the Blue Crabs who hasn't quite found his power stroke yet. Him and Michael Snyder, the man on deck, I should say, finished first and second on the Blue Crabs in home runs last year. Snyder hit 25. Wilson hit 19. Neither has recorded a home run yet. I can't think of a better time than here in the bottom of the 10th to get the job done. As Wilson with a 1-2 count. Paulino delivers a curveball, just stays inside. As the catcher Travis Scott tried to pull that back, but unable to do so. Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Zach Wilson looks to get on base any way he can and puts some men in scoring position for the big first baseman, Mike Snyder. 2-2 curveball swung on and missed in the dirt from Wilson as he goes down on strikes for the 4th time tonight to record the first out here in the bottom of the 10th. That'll bring up the powerful first baseman, Mike Snyder. We mentioned 25 home runs last season, just missed one back in the 8th inning as he took one deep down the left field line, but about 5 feet foul. He's 0 for 4 on the night, 3 strikeouts as well, as he bats here with 1 out and a man on first in the bottom of the 10th. Takes a first pitch fastball from the hard-throwing righty. Coming into the day, Snyder was batting .194 on the season. He had struggled in the first few series at home, going just 4 for 23. but picking up 2 RBIs in those games. He leads the team in doubles thus far, as Paulino delivers a fastball over, just misses outside, I should say, to even the count 1-1. Schneider's 4 doubles are tops on the team thus far. He just hasn't been able to get under one of the power strokes yet, as they've sat in the gap, not quite carrying out. 1-1 count here as Paulino comes set. Gives a look at Muno. Kicks and delivers. Swung on. Fouled off of Snyder's inside leg guard. And the count remains 1-2. A big cut there from Snyder. Definitely looking to try to tie this game here. The man waiting in the wings, Corey Vaughn, 1 for 4 on the night with 3 strikeouts himself. Blue Crabs have once again struggled with the strikeout tonight, as Wilson was the 11th of the game. Snyder hoping to avoid being the 12th. Swings on that fastball there, fouls it down the third base line, out into the Blue Crabs bullpen. The big strikeout damage for Southern Maryland has come from their 3-4-5 hitters, as Wilson has 4 strikeouts on the day, Snyder 3 coming into this at-bat, and Vaughn 3 as well. So 10 strikeouts so far from the 3-4-5 hitters. Not what you want to see out of the power spots in your lineup. As Snyder down 1-2 here. Paulino comes set. Delivers a curveball in the dirt, taken by Mike Snyder. That'll even the count at 2-2. Paulino read the scouting report. Snyder loves the 2-strike curveballs, as he's been caught a number of times on those this season. Not the best eye. Only 1 walk in the year to 14 strikeouts so far. As Paulino comes set for the 2-2 with 1 out. Muno, decent lead off of first, but stays where he is. Snyder, ground ball past the diving glove of Zawadzki, as Michael Snyder fights to stay alive in the at-bat and gets the job done, reaching base to put men on first and second for the dangerous Corey Vaughn. Vaughn 1 for 4 on the night so far. Like we mentioned, he singled back in the second, but was stranded at third. Struck out in his next 3 at-bats. Vaughn has 1 home run on the season so far for Southern Maryland. It came in the bottom of the 8th inning against York, which proved to be, bottom of the 6th inning, I should say, which proved to be the game winner in a 7-inning doubleheader game. As he checks his swing but fouls off the first pitch here. To put him behind, no balls and 1 strike against the Sugarland closer, Felipe Paulino. First and second, 1 out. Paulino comes set, gives a look at Muno, and delivers to Vaughn. That one's hard hit to Zawadzki, who throws on to second, nearly pulling the second baseman Prince off the base. Holds his foot to make the out at second, but unable to make the turn as Corey Vaughn grounds into a fielder's choice here. And that'll bring up the hot-hitting Zach Cohn with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. Blue Crabs trailing by 2. Cohn 3 for 4 on the night with 3 doubles. He struck out in his last at-bat back in the 8th, but put 3 solid swings on the ball in his first 3 at-bats, as he looks to find a gap here and potentially score the speedy Vaughn from first. Paulino comes set and delivers. Cohn with a big cut there. Swings and misses on a fastball low and inside. So he falls behind. No balls, 1 strike. Cohn has scored 2 runs again on the night. That's back-to-back days with 2 runs scored for Zach Cohn, as he's the potential winning run here for Southern Maryland. Paulino misses that fastball low and away to even the count 1-1. Cone looking for his first RBI since Game 1 of the season for Southern Maryland. As he spent a lot of time leading innings off and scoring runs, but not quite able to drive them in as he takes a big cut on an off-speed pitch there, but well out in front as he's down to his last strike. Zach Cone, the last chance for Southern Maryland as they trail by 2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th. He's down to his last strike as Paulino comes set. Gives a look at Vaughn at first, kicks and delivers the 1-2, swung on, fouled. Out into the Blue Crabs bullpen as Zach Cone jumps on that one. Just a little bit out in front, but stays alive here. As the Blue Crabs are on their last breath. And this, the series opener against the Sugar Land Skeeters. This is Game 1 of a 4-game set. Play tomorrow at 6:35, Wednesday at 10:35, Thursday at 6:35 again. Paulino comes set, delivers a 1-2, swung on and missed by Cone. And Felipe Paulino comes out of the bullpen and collects his 4th save of the season, working a scoreless bottom of the 10th. He gave up no runs, just 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base as Sugar Land grabs the series opener against the Blue Crabs. We'll get you the details when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium with a recap of tonight's series opener, the first in a 4-game set against the Sugar Land Skeeters visiting from Texas. Sugar Land wins the game 5-3 in extra innings. Win goes to reliever Evan Reed, who came in and worked a scoreless 9th inning. David Russo gets hit with the loss as he gave up 2 on a home run to Chris Nelson in the top of the 10th. Closer for Sugar Land, Felipe Paulino locks in his 4th save of the season as he worked a scoreless bottom of the 10th, giving up a couple of base runners, but no runs in the inning. Blue Crabs dropped to 5-6 on the season. Sugar Land improves to the same. That'll have them tied in the Freedom Division. We're waiting on a couple of results to see how far behind York and Lancaster they are. Southern Maryland drops the losing streak to 2. This is their first extra inning home game of the year. They won on the road in extras, but dropped to 1-1 in extra innings. And they dropped to 1-3 in series openers on the season thus far. Sugar Land scored first. The Blue Crabs go to 2-4 when opponents score first. And they drop to 0-1 against Sugar Land and 4-4 at home. We'll be back here tomorrow night, Tuesday, May 2nd, as the Blue Crabs send Justin DeFreitas to the mound for Game 2. And he'll face off against the right-hander Michael Nix. DeFreitas on the season, 1-1 with a 2.25 ERA. He's given up 17 hits In 12 innings, 5 runs, 3 earned, 10 strikeouts thus far in the 12 innings pitched. On his career, DeFreitas is 38-31 with a 3.38 ERA. He spent 5 seasons in the major leagues with the Philadelphia Phillies. He'll take the mound for Southern Maryland, and he'll match up against Michael Nix for Sugarland. Nix on his career 83-63 with a 3.94 ERA. On the season, he's 0-2 with a 4.38 ERA. He's given up 7 runs, 6 earned,